Yo, Panther Nation, what's good? Welcome back to Two Fans in the Stands. I am your favorite armchair GM, CJ.
And I am your favorite couch scout extraordinaire, Tony. Come on one time. Cousin, what's happening?
Hey, all good in the hood, bro. What's going on?
Man, shaking a little honey from the tree, six in one hand, half a dozen the other. Guess I call it even. You know,
Yeah.
little bit of this, little bit of that.
You stupid. Hey, with everybody here already, welcome. All right. And if you're new, again, welcome. All right. And everybody, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Please like the stream. Help us out with the YouTube algorithm. You can check us out at all social media at Two Fans in the Stands. And all right, over on Twix, that's a mixture of Twitter and X, as we like to call it. You can catch us at Two Fans ITS. All right. We appreciate all the love and support. And also, if you
Yes,
haven't
sir.
already, you think about wanting to help the channel out for the low cost of 99 cents, you can become a channel member right here. I'm pointing at, all right? And the link should be
Already.
somewhere in the video description. But we appreciate all the love and support from everybody. All right. Tony, what's up? Well, you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. Go through the comments here. Go through the comments here. Mr. Hunky Dory says the yard is mowed and weed whacked. I got a cold beverage and I'm ready to watch. Hey, we appreciate you being here, Mr. Hunky Dory,
Appreciate you, Mr.
as
Hunky Dory.
always.
Hey,
Doug.
real quick before
Uh-huh.
before he go into next, before you go into the next comment, Mr. Hunky Dory, I tried to find the article that you sent me, my friend, because I wanted to talk about it a little bit, but I couldn't find it. So you know, I want to let you know that we did see the message, and I did try to find that article about Jadavian Clowney and Raheem Blackshear, but I didn't see it. I couldn't find it. And I tried to open that link and it wouldn't let me open it. Go ahead, CJ.
Good. Well, we appreciate you, Miss Hunky Door. Hey, look here, man. Doug
Sir.
said yes, sir, because just landed in Vegas. Oh shit! Now
Already.
it's about to go down.
Hey,
It's about to
send
go
me
down.
pictures, video clips, whatever you gotta do. Just
Hey,
send me a little something.
it's gonna be footage of Doug floating in the Venetian, like yeah. The little dude on the
Hey,
boat will be
you
like, sir, grab,
you
grab,
be
grab the oar,
hey,
grab the
see
oar, sir.
Doug
Come
hang
on.
see Doug hanging on to the bungalow. To my we
Lord
out
have
here.
mercy. Oh
Oh
my goodness.
God.
You gonna
Oh
be
God.
out there be like, "Go Panthers!" They gonna be like, "What?"
Yeah. Keep pounding.
Yeah, keep pounding. They gonna be like, "Huh?"
Smacking the
Hey,
water.
Doug. Hey, have a great time, Doug. Be safe, dog. But you gonna enjoy
Oh
it, man.
man.
Hey, Paris
Yeah.
Kimby, what's up, fella? Said we're almost to camp. Yes, we are almost there. We're almost there.
Yes, sir.
Almost
Yes.
there. Doug said, man, enjoy y'all Saturday and chat. Make sure I hit that like button. Yes, please. Please. If you're in here already,
That
you
like
haven't,
button.
hit that like button for us. It's
Subscribe,
Donna
comment,
B.
and share.
There you go. He said, "Enjoy and be safe." What's the yes, exactly.
She
Dig it.
said,
What's
Doug
up, Jim?
Cotton Triton.
Hey, thank you for the
Oh,
$5 super chat, Don B.
thank you, Miss Donna B. Said Doug Cotton Triton.
Hey, let me tell you, depending on where Doug want to go, he ain't gonna be doing too much trotting. Because when I tell you
Hey,
the Las Vegas Strip is
don't.
deceptive to the eye as to how far it is from building to building, you look at people photos and you like, oh, that's across the street. Oh, that's just down there. And you be walking for 20 minutes and out of breath and sweat. Trust me, I know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know as well.
Yeah.
What's up, Dig It?
Let me see. Doug, get off the stream. Go lose money.
Whole gobble gobble. Damn.
That's the car.
Oh, that's Nakari.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that was the car.
Oh,
He must not be at his computer.
yeah.
Hey, Doug said, "Trust me, fellas, I'll send y'all some videos." All right, cool, 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 cool.
Don't get your
Saying
head
the
knocked off,
Raiders.
Doug. Trying to be grown.
Doug said the Raiders stadium is huge. You can see it when you land. Hey, get get
Yeah.
get somebody, get a Uber or something and get them to take you like past the stadium. Bruh, that thing is way cooler in person. That the pictures and the videos don't do it no justice.
It don't
None.
do it no justice. And actually, Doug, that stadium looks better than a Cowboy Stadium. I thought Cowboy Stadium was like the hallmark of all stadiums when they first opened. But
Mhm.
it's Las Vegas Stadium, man,
Yeah.
that's another level. That's
Oh,
on.
and Doug, get me a picture of the Sphere. Whatever they got going on at the Sphere over there, I want to see it. That's on my bucket list to go back to Vegas. I want to see the big Sphere they built because it's open now, and they have all kind of crazy ass pictures and stuff on it. But yeah, do that for me, Doug. Appreciate you. Let's
Mhm.
see. Time for UFL football. I said, "What's up, Stans? What's up,
What's
UFL?
up,
How you
Tom?
doing, bud?" He said, "Is Penny and Sanders washed, or will they resurge?" You know what? That's a damn good question. That's a damn good
That's a
question.
billion dollar question right there. Hey,
Mhm.
we'll know this year. We'll find out
Yeah.
soon.
Mhm. It said, "Yes, this is the car." It said, "I choose grits, eggs, and sausage over being at my computer." Hey, I'm with you, dog.
I'm with you. I'm with you. 10 out of 10 times.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, Doug, we got you, dog. We got you. I was in the car. Said, "I love the Sphere." Said, "I'll die for it. It's America's best landmark." That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right, Tony, what you got for us today, player?
Hey, you know, there have been kind of some rumblings talked about, in Panther Nation throughout social media. And, a lot of people are not, there's a lot of people that are, that is happy that the
Mhm.
training that training camp will be in Charlotte because it helps with their commute if you're coming from Charlotte. But you have the ones that's in South Carolina and other places that prefer it to be in Spartanburg at Wofford. So I've been seeing, how it's been kind of going back and forth. Got me to thinking. I just figure I just pose the question or relatively make a statement. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Should the Carolina Panthers have stayed at Wofford? Will you agree or disagree? And
Okay.
I'm gonna leave first, then I'll let you have it.
Go ahead, player.
I would say I agree. I wish they would have stayed at Wofford, and here's my reason why. At least continue to give the fans what they are accustomed to and what they are used to, and what they have been used to for so long. I know for a lot of people making that trek down to Spartanburg can be is a little too much. Last year CJ was our first time going to Spartanburg. I mean, the
Mhm.
ride wasn't bad for us. I mean, we went like 7, 8 days straight. You know,
Yeah.
and the thing about it is like we had our little routine. You and the kids come pick me up. From an
Mhm.
Airbnb. We go to Chick-fil-A, eat our breakfast, stop at the Circle K, when we first get into
Yeah.
Spartanburg, get our snacks and water and stuff, get on to the stadium, you know what I'm saying? And, wait in line and, find our spot, And I don't know what Wofford College looked like in the past before Jerry Richardson and the Panthers made that commitment to hold training camp on a regular basis, but I know they dumped a lot of money into Wofford College in that surrounding area for the upkeep, and the upgrade of their facilities. Um, and when you go there, it's the space. You know what I'm saying? That like when we
Mhm.
went and you sit up on that hill, it's like it's just something about saying, "Yeah, man, I'll meet y'all up on the hill." You know what I'm saying? It's almost like if you're a Clemson fan, and, they talking about, running down the hill of Death Valley, or you have some
Mhm.
people say at HBCU and FAMU, they talk about sitting up on the hill. It's something like
Yeah.
sitting up on the hill and watching practice or watching the game or something like that. And I think that people have grown accustomed to and got used to. Um, I know I when I thought about it, I was like, you know what? I know it'd be great if I was in Charlotte this year and
Mhm.
training camp would be 10, 15 minutes from the house. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But when you think about what training camp is going to be, and now they're talking about the limitations, as far as the fan experience, I think that's going to damper it's going to kill a lot of hopes. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to July 9th and Ticketmaster goes online and starts selling these tickets, it's gonna be some smoke in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
it's not like they trying to sell out hundreds of thousands of tickets, but there's a lot of people that probably making plans and hoping that they can get tickets and can't get tickets. Now they're gonna miss out on training camp. Like last year, in years past, from my understanding, it was like unlimited. As far as the tickets and things like that, plenty enough space, plenty of parking space. It was just it was like Wofford was made for Panthers training camp. And until they build a facility like the one they was talking about in Rock Hill or something close to it, wherever they're going to build the next facility at, they should have kept it at Wofford until they got the new training facility up. So yeah, I'm a little bummed about it when I think about it. When I think about it a little bit more, I wish we would have stayed at Wofford for those particular reasons, at least until you got a training camp that was big enough that can accommodate everything that Carolina has been accommodating for Panther fans, in the from the past and bring it to the future. What you think?
Okay, I'm a little. I see it both ways on this. It's like I agree with it in on one hand, and on the other hand, I disagree. I agree they should have kept it in Walford for the simple fact that I don't believe that the fan experience is going to be that great this season, especially since we see now how the layout is going to be. Okay,
Right.
and Carolina Blitz said that a team spokesman 2,000 people was going to be the limit for the practice.
Yeah.
2,000 people.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
2000.
my wife did the math for me. All right. So if you can get a maximum of 4 tickets a person, and I say just say this hypothetical, but just say, the first 500 people that are able to get tickets go in
Mm-hmm.
there and get 4 tickets apiece. That's it. And depending on if they
Yeah.
bring the other 3 people with them or not, it's what it is. And I was watching
Right.
PNP's live yesterday, and shout out to Rashad. He's a PSL owner. He said they get their tickets the day before. So they're on the 8th. So my thing is,
Okay.
how many PSL owners are going to be out there getting tickets? Are they going to get the maximum amount of 4? How many is going to be left? When the common folk,
Mm.
get there the next day to get tickets. Okay,
Now see that's an extra monkey wrench in the game right there. I didn't know that.
exactly, exactly. And on top of
Damn.
that, like everybody's saying in the chat, you know, training camp was big for Waffle. And
It-
I saw part of Rashad on the Robin Brown show as well. And I forgot which one it was, but he was saying, a lot of people in Spartanburg, a lot of those businesses, they use that bump from training camp to potentially get them through the rest of their fiscal year or whatever.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
for
The
them,
economic boost.
yes, and for them, I know this sucks. I know this sucks.
Yeah.
And on the
Big
other
time.
hand, for me, I can say that I disagree because as somebody who lives in Charlotte, you know, I'm ecstatic that I get to go out the house and go 15 minutes and there's training camp. Okay. And
Right.
I think this is a snowball effect from a lot of things that have happened because training camp was going to leave Spartanburg regardless. Okay. And I think Wofford College knew that. All right, the city of Spartanburg may not have known that, but I think that training camp was going to leave regardless because they were building the training facility in Rock Hill. Yeah, Wofford is tradition. Yes, Don, it sure is.
Yes, sir.
Wofford is tradition. All right, but what we have seen, Tepper is not a man of tradition. He's about that green. He's about making money. Um, but like I said, I think training camp was going away anyway. It was still going to be in South Carolina, although it was going to be a little closer, to Charlotte. It's going to be half an hour down in Rock Hill. Then that
Right.
fell through. Okay. But
Right.
and this
Right.
this is my timeline. This is me speculating. I can't confirm this. This is just my thoughts. But I think that training camp was supposed to be down in Rock Hill this year, and they had already told everybody their plans. Wofford knew it wasn't coming back. Okay, I don't know if everybody in Spartanburg knew it wasn't coming back because I think this was a big shock to them. But training camp was supposed to be down in Rock Hill, and everything that happened down in Rock Hill that fell out. Okay, so the training camp that we have now, I think this is just a scramble by the Panthers to get something done, something in place because
Mhm.
usually there are 3 fields. All right, you have the offense on one field, defense on one field, special teams on another, or any kind of combination of that. Now you're
Right.
only going to have 2 fields. Okay, and
Right.
I'm trying to think ahead here. Training camp is not going to be where it is this year, next year. Y'all can go ahead and put me on the record as saying that until I'm proven wrong. But training camp is not going to be in the same spot. Tepper and them are going
What
to have to do something. Go ahead, Tony.
I was not gonna say, what do you think? What do you think it would be next year?
And that's the thing. I don't know, but I highly doubt it's
Okay.
going to be where it is now. It might be a situation for the first time in 30 years. We may not have access to training camp. It might just be something where they do it here, but it's just players because we're only one of maybe like 5 or 6 teams that still have public training camps. A lot of these teams, or most of the NFL, they don't give public
Right.
access to training camps. The media can
Right.
get in there,
Right.
and that's about it. Because where the general admission seating and the fan zone is at for camp this year is going to be a big building there for that new the next practice field. There's going to be a cover for the
Right.
practice field.
The indoor facility.
In the
Right.
indoor practice facility, yeah.
Right.
So
Mhm.
let me tell you, it's a lot of questions. Like I said, I agree on one hand and I disagree on the other. So, but yeah.
Well, I'm gonna pull up some slides real
Mhm.
quick. We're gonna look at what's new, and then we'll look at the old.
All right, go for it.
All right. There we go. All right. So here we see where training camp will be held at this year. And I should have brought up my whiteboard. I didn't bring my whiteboard up so I could use my pointer, but I'm glad it is labeled so you guys can see it. But
Mhm.
right where it says the fan zone and the general assembly seating, the GA seating right there, that's where in the future where the dome is going to be. So imagine, yes, they're going to bring in bleachers this year, and like CJ and I was talking the other day, we hope that it goes from one end to the other, so people can have the option. Because during training camp, they like to switch fields. Like every
Mhm.
every 2 days, they'll switch field. They go from one field to the other, so they don't kill. Well, this ain't natural grass, so I don't know,
Mm-mm.
but
Nah.
they for some reason they like to switch fields back and forth. But anyway, we just hope that the bleachers reach from one side to the other. And right there where it says media at, I'm not sure if everybody can see that, but right there where it
Mhm.
says media, that is where the fan zone is going to be. That's where the quote unquote VIP fan zone is going to be. And I see somebody mentioned in the comments that's probably where the VIP and PSL owners are going to have access to in the future. And I could see that
Mhm.
being a thing. I could see them having access to a little bit more restricted, smaller area. It's probably gonna be nice with some tables and things like that. Uh we said we have we go to trick a camp using the alternate.
Alternate.
Hey, hey, I was just telling CJ, man, I said 2046. I'm hope I'm still alive to even go to the damn stadium. Now that's that this we'll get on that in a few. I ain't gonna go on down. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole right now because
Mhm.
I'm entirely pissed off about that. Yeah, Donna B. He ended all Jerry Jones, not Jerry Jones, Jerry Richardson. Everything that Jerry
Mhm.
Richardson seems to have an attachment to with the Panthers. I think David Tepper is consciously making an effort to remove all that. First, it was a statue. We know
Yeah.
Jerry, if I'm not mistaken, Jerry Richardson went to Wofford, didn't he?
Mhm.
Didn't he go to
Yeah.
Wofford? He went to
Mhm.
Wofford, and that's why training camp has been there at Wofford all this time because he was giving back to his alma mater. Well, now Jerry Richardson is not, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
Um, it's all about David Tepper now. So I think he's consciously making that that effort to. I think this was the final piece to get rid of that Jerry Richardson stench. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The last piece of the puzzle to eliminate any ties that he had with the Carolina Panthers. But when you look at this, it's like, okay, I understand that they're gonna bring in the bleachers, for the fans to sit and things like that. But to me, you just don't have that space. It just feels tight. It just feels like it's going to be cramped. And that's probably why
Mhm.
one of the main reasons why they only limiting it to 2,000 people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they don't have
Mhm.
space to accommodate the amount of people that will come on on a daily basis. And then I don't know how many people come for a joint practice because I've never been to one, but I can only imagine how many people will be who I can only imagine how many people that will be there to see Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. You know what I'm
Oh, it's
saying?
gonna be
Just
packed.
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, just Aaron Rodgers alone. So when you get that cap number, when it's capped, not cap number, I'm sorry. When it's capped at
Capacity.
2,000 people, yeah, when it's
Mhm.
capped at 2,000 people, I mean, you killing you definitely killing the fan experience. And don't even let me talk about having to go to Clemson for Fan Fest. Now I understand they're paying homage. I know you guys talked about this the other night, CJ. But I just had to just throw that in there like that is crazy. But
Mhm.
hey, it is what it is. Go ahead, yeah.
Hey,
Paris
now
Henry, thank you for the $5. Oh, go ahead, CJ.
no, go ahead. You got it. You got it. I was gonna throw something up when you finish.
Oh, Paris Henry with the $5 super chat said, "What is the parking situation? Also play entrance." That's a good question. CJ probably know more about that. Paris, he probably can throw something up real
Hey,
quick.
okay. Now this that we have on the screen right here is kind of a zoomed in picture.
Okay.
All right. So this is the full picture that we got from the Panthers. All right. So the players are going to be coming over here on this left side where you see Bank of America and that little strip going under the railroad
Oh,
tracks.
that walkway.
If I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken,
Okay.
they're going to be coming in next to this VIP area. All right. Now
Right.
they did say that there will be availability from players to sign autographs after every practice. Now, where that's going to be and how the fans will get over there, I don't know yet. Um, this part over here on the right, where it says the main entrance. Now, as of right now, I looked at the map last night. But it says main entrance. This is a parking lot. Okay, it's one of our preferred parking lots. But as part of the practice field renovation, this is also a piece
Right.
of that land that's going to get renovated. So, me personally, if I can get a
Okay.
hold of tickets to training camp, I'm gonna be out there early. I'm gonna get my lawn chair. It probably still be dark by the time I get out there. Um, and you was talking about parking. Okay, parking
Right.
parking in Charlotte is very limited now. And like I was saying a few lives ago, when I worked uptown with the local waste service, they there were lots everywhere that we cleaned up after game. Okay, and now most of those lots
Okay.
are gone. The Charlotte Knights field was an old lot. Romar Bearden Park was an old lot. There are condos, buildings and stuff everywhere around there. So I know there is a parking deck still across the street from the stadium. And I think there's one with that Honeywell Tower or whatever, but it's not
Yeah,
like
Honeywell.
it's not like Wofford, okay? There's not, a
Right.
big, wide open space of grass across the street, where you're gonna be able to park at. So parking is going to be, if you've been to a Panthers game lately, it's how it is from there. It's kind of get in where you fit in. You may have to park down
Yeah.
Graham Street and walk, You may have to park up Mint Street, back behind the doghouse and walk down there. Shoot, I know a lot of people probably take the light rail, get off at the station and walk. So it's just, like I said, I'm gonna try to get out there early. The days that, I already got my time off from work, big shout out to my boss for that. I appreciate you. But I got my time off already, so I'm prepared, to go out there and sit for a couple hours and make sure I get me a good spot if I can get a hold of some tickets. So, but yeah,
Okay.
but I hope
So
that sort of answered your question. I know it wasn't, you know, what you wanted to hear.
okay, now let's see. Nella said there's a parking deck. Oh, not that. I'm sorry. There's a parking deck
Yeah.
across from the stadium.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
So let me
Go
go
ahead,
to the
Tone.
next slide because this is what we have grown accustomed to and used to, as Panther Nation. This is where training camp has always been. All this, all this space. You know what I'm saying? All this space. Um, Here, I mean, you see where the fan seating was right up
Mhm.
here to the right, next to field 2 and 3, and then field 1 is right behind it. You had the kids field up here at the top. You know, um, if I'm not mistaken, this little patch of grass right here, this was like this was part of the where we came in at, right?
You talking about up here next to where they
This
got number 4 in Richardson Indoor
yeah,
Stadium? Yeah.
yeah.
That
Cause right here
Saturday,
with one, two,
that
and
was like
three,
that was the
that's
kid.
where the
Mhm.
uh
I said that was the
what
kid
you say?
zone. That little blank field up here
Yeah,
was the kid zone. Yeah.
right, right. So
Mhm.
I mean, like we said, man, what Wofford is tradition, and I understand that they're trying to break ties with Jerry Richardson or whatever is going through Tepper's mind, but people have grown accustomed to this. I mean, the familiarity, with the school, with with the town and things like that, much more room, that where the Panthers can do things, fan experience. There was so many things going on outside of practice,
Mhm.
and there was plenty enough room for fans to watch, things like that. Then you go right over to Gibbs Stadium for back to what was back was it back what's it called, back to training camp? What's it
Back
called?
together. Back
Yeah,
together.
back together. Yeah, I knew something like that. Yeah, back together. But
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, it's like all in one central area. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of biased because we had a ball last year. It was our first time.
Mhm.
We had a ball. We couldn't wait to get up in the morning and hit the road, and you know it was just a great experience for us, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm just talking for me and CJ both personally, because we both felt the same way. I like I said, I
Mhm.
understand people don't wanna make that trek, and if you live in Charlotte, yes, it is easier, but the accommodations will not be able to compare to what you would have had or what we did have down in Wofford. So I'm definitely biased when it
Yeah.
comes to that. I'm definitely biased. What about you, CJ?
Uh, me too. And on the, Donna B had a couple said off Moorhead players interest. Now that's where all the players and coaches that's their parking lot. Players, coaches, staff, and
Okay.
and administration. They come in off of Moorhead Street. That's where their lot is at. But I think the players' entrance from camp will be on the other side of the stadium, going under the rail. It kind of like they do for practice already. They go out, they go under the railroad tracks, and then when the dome was there, they went back to the practice field when they had the dome. Um, and she's also said the Levine parking lot, and I'm looking at it now. Yes, the Levine parking lot is on the other side of Church Street, where the Levine Center for the Arts. So that's an option too. All right, and that's
Oh
about
yeah.
about 2 blocks from the stadium, but probably about in totality, I said maybe like 3 blocks from the practice, field. Because the thing is, the entrance is off of 4th Street. Let me go back a slide, Tony. The entrance is
Okay.
off of 4th Street. So, it's not like if you park next to the stadium, you still may have to walk all the way around Graham Street back to Fourth, and then walk down Fourth, and then make that left to get in that parking lot to come over here to this main entrance right here on the right side of the screen. So, but
Right.
yeah, yeah. All right. Let me
Yeah.
see. See, Miss Hunky Door said, "How far was the walk from Waffles parking lot versus the walk from parking lot in Charlotte?" Okay, well, on the
It
first
wasn't
couple of days,
okay.
it wasn't far at all. It wasn't far at all. Now we parked over here. Let me see, Cunning Street, Cumming Street, right here on this map.
Cummings, yeah,
So
across from Cummings,
yeah,
yeah.
we parked over here. There's a lot of green grass and stuff we can park over there. Now, when they did the back together event at Gibbs Stadium that Saturday, now we got there a little late and we had to go all the way down, make a right, and go all the way down to like the outskirts of campus and park across the street at a bank. And it was a
But it was
hell of a
still on
walk.
like a 5-minute walk, right?
Yeah.
What was it, like
Well,
5, 10-minute walk?
yeah, yeah, but
Yeah.
it was a lot longer than going from, across the street here.
Cross
But,
street, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it wasn't that bad. Now on Saturdays, it was way more people than, there than, like, Wednesday or Thursday, whenever they were doing it during the week. So it wasn't
Right.
bad. But even, like, the seating, like, on the hill here, it was it was cool. Like I said, it was the first time I've been there. You sit there and, no matter what, people had tents, they had the umbrella not tents, I'm sorry. They had these chairs, they had the umbrellas and all,
It's
but
just
nobody I was tents, my bad, I didn't mean to say tents.
yeah.
But, people had the umbrellas and everything, and it was a cool experience, and it was enough to where people could be comfortable, but you could still look, you could still see everything, and then us as, podcasters, we're trying to get, pictures and stuff of everything, and it was a good experience, you know? Um,
Right.
but yeah, man, th I wish I could, and I say this a lot, always joking, but I wish I could. I always tell everybody if I could find Doc Brown in that damn DeLorean and go back in time and be like, "Hey, Tep, don't do this. Like, don't do this.
Right.
If you're gonna do this, wait,
Right.
wait a year. Wait a year." Because like I said, I don't know if I don't know if there'll be a possibility, we could go back to Wofford. I'm sure if they brought it up, Wofford would probably be like, sure, bring it back. Would Tep ever do that? I highly doubt it. Okay. But
Yeah,
Wofford
I
was a
don't think
great
so.
experience. Yeah, Wofford was a
It
great
was a great
experience.
experience.
Great experience. Okay. And my thing is this year, if the experience this year is not the same, it's not better or at least the same, as Wofford,
Mhm.
that's gonna be another strike on Teflon. Another strike on. I mean, he's piling them up. Okay. And like I said, Camp is not gonna be in the same spot next year. I don't believe so because there's going to be the indoor practice
Right.
facility there, the two outdoor facilities there. There's going to be nowhere for them to have a fan zone and bleachers, next year. So it's yeah, it's
I
gonna be
think
an
that's
experience.
gonna be I think that's gonna be where they normally practice at going forward, just like they do now. Like
Hmm.
during the season, that's gonna be their everyday practice facility. Well, weather's bad, they go into the dome, or whatever the case may be. If not, they got the other two fields outside that they can practice on. A lot of times
Hmm.
when they practice outside, if they have guys that's rehabbing or things like that, they'll send them inside to the dome out of the way of the camera, so the cameras won't be on them. They can rehab in private. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think this is just what by them building the indoor facility. Once they
Hmm.
complete that, and once training camp is over, that is going to be their everyday um practice facility throughout the regular
Yeah.
season. So the question,
Hmm.
like you said, the question is, where would training camp be at next year? And my thinking is you can't go from building a potential $800 million facility in Rock Hill and everything that you had encompassed around that training facility. And there was like 240 acres, what I'm saying, that
Hmm.
that you were building and developing around the training facility. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
where in Charlotte do you think that that the Panthers can acquire land and build something like the one that they were going to do in Rock Hill?
Yeah, right now, nowhere. No, nowhere. Because those of y'all that live in Charlotte like I do, every time you turn around, there is a bulldozer and and timber equipment cutting down trees and clearing out lots. Land is being sold, day by day by day, and then in 4 or 5 months, it's another set of apartments and housing developments are going up through Charlotte like crazy. Okay. So to answer your question right now, from my perspective, I don't see where they could put it in Charlotte. Maybe somewhere on the outskirts of Charlotte, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Gastonia?
Maybe, but I mean, you know what though? At this point, Tony, I think the damage has been done. All right.
As far as what?
Anything as far as training camp. And
Mhm.
like Making True Money said about the whole Rock Hill situation. I said this the other day. All right. If you go into a business agreement, okay, y'all shake hands, y'all sign papers. I don't care if I'm 30 times richer than you. But if we got an agreement and I'm putting in $1,000 on something, and the agreement was for you to put in $50, and and I know that that's not the right comparison because I'm talking about Rock Hill and Tepper. But my thing is, if Rock Hill wanted to, step up to the plate and try to, jump up at the table with the big boys, they should have made
Right.
good on their deal. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
When
I
you
agree.
go business deals, just dealing me handshake stuff like that. If you give people the perspective that, oh, okay, well, I ain't do what I'm supposed to do, but you're gonna be there to catch me in the end. They're gonna take that and run with it. Okay, so I'm
Right.
not particularly mad at Tepper at that one. If Rock Hill didn't do what they were supposed to do, I understand. But but yeah, like I said, the damage is done. And this was the start of the snowball. Everything that happens from here on out, as far as what goes on with training camp or a new facility, it's not going to be received well. No matter where it goes. If they do it in
Mhm.
Charlotte, the fan base in South Carolina is going to be upset. If they do it in another city, even if they were to go somewhere else in South Carolina, then you have Spartanburg. Spartanburg's still going to be on the outs because it's like, okay, well, if you're going to, and like I said, it was eventually going to go to Rock Hill. They were going to be mad, regardless. But it's just like wherever
Right.
it goes, it's going to be a problem, and it's going to be an issue from my
So
perspective.
let me ask you this: do you think that whole do you think because get my words out? Do you
Mhm,
think by the Panthers ending their relationship with Wofford College, right? Do
mhm.
you think that kills the two state one team thing now?
Well, I heard somebody say that the whole two states one team thing was just a saying regardless. Okay,
A
because
marketing thing?
the only thing that happened in South Carolina was training camp. Okay, so the one
Yeah.
thing that did go on in South Carolina is now gone. So those people that were like, well, it was only just a saying, they're like, well, look at it now. Because I heard
Hmm.
somebody say you might as well just go ahead and call it the Charlotte Panthers. Because they're talking about some it ain't no two states, one team, nothing. It's Charlotte. Yeah.
Nellis Creation says surprisingly, Charlotte has a lot of buildable space. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know what's out on Tyvola. And the only thing that comes back to my mind,
Houses.
I remember when there's a lot of houses out there now.
Where the
Where the
where the
stadium, where the Hornet Stadium, not stadium,
yeah,
Hornets Arena used to be.
Coliseum.
Yeah,
Charlotte Coliseum.
Coliseum.
Yes.
Yeah, Charlotte Coliseum. Okay.
I think it's like a housing development slash apartments out there now, if I'm not mistaken. I ain't been out there in a minute, but I think last time I rode through there was a development out there. Yep. Hey, look,
Yeah.
DK said y'all finna start something. Oh, no, 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 sir. No, no, sir. It's already been started. It has
Yeah,
already been
it's
started.
already been
Yeah,
started. Yes, sir.
it's
So
already been started,
that's
bro.
why I just wanted to pose the question because you
Mhm,
ever since the inception of the Panthers, it's always been that moniker, so to speak, of two states, one team. It's all
mhm,
about the Carolinas. That's why they said the Carolina Panthers, not the Charlotte Panthers. We
mhm.
play in Charlotte, but we training camp is in Spartanburg. So now that you don't have Wofford anymore, I think FanFest being at Clemson is just paying homage to the 30-year, like to the 30-year reunion, or
Yeah,
to the inception of the team into the league. After
mhm.
this year, I don't think it'll be back in Clemson. So at the end of training camp, what does South Carolina really have? There's nothing. He Hey, Nakari. Hey, we are not talking about Eddie P right now, man. He would not let that man live.
Hey, you
Yeah,
know what,
he would
Eddie?
not let
You know
that
what,
man
Eddie?
live.
When we do roster predictions, I'm gonna make sure I grade him out just for you and say he will not make
Yeah.
the team. But I got you, Nicole. I got you. It was a trip.
But
Hey, Jared said,
yeah.
this is the only. Oh, sorry. He said this is the first
Go
year
ahead.
with
No,
this
go.
change. Hopefully, we'll enjoy the final product and understand this move. And and that too,
That's
There's
true.
there's a lot that I know that we don't understand. But, I put it like this. Okay, we've had this change as far as our head coach and Dave Canales. All right, and we all felt, or at least I had, we've all felt that we know things. He gives us more when he talks, about what's going on. He gives us more to grab onto. Like it's like we can see the direction, we can see what's going on. He's not divulging all his secrets and say what he's going to do, what play he's going to run, or how he's going to run everything. But when he gets up there and talks, it's like, okay, I got you. I see the vision. I see where this is going.
Right.
I got something I got a little bit of hope to hang on to. But with all this
Right.
stuff, we're just sitting around here like, why? Like, what's going
Do.
on? Yeah,
Yeah.
when it comes to how the team is operating, it's just like, hey, Panther fans, we're doing this. Thank you. We'll see you in a couple weeks. All right. Hey, Panther fans, we're doing this here. Okay. Thank you. It's going to be an experience. We're going to love it. Keep pounding. And it's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah,
Hey, DCAS said this right here. He said Tuck tried to keep pounding from us. This man don't know what type of culture he want around here. He just want to dictate. Now, I don't know. I never heard anything about that. I ain't never heard him want to keep pounding away. So I don't know. Maybe you could speak more than that. You can speak more to that than I can, CJ, because I don't think I never heard anything like that.
no, no, I never heard that either. And I forgot to do this earlier, but I'm gonna drop the link in the chat if anybody want to join us. But I don't think he want to keep pounding from us. But you can tell since he's been the owner, he's wanted to um you know how sometimes when you get that new boss at work and they come in and it's like, okay, I gotta make my name. I gotta make a statement.
Mhm.
I gotta make sure.
Right.
Almost like when you watch Game of Thrones, A House of the Dragon, and then when a
Right.
new ruler comes in, and it's like, I gotta have my name heard across the seven kingdoms and all that crap. I gotta make a
Right.
statement. People got to know and fear me. To me, this is what it seems like with Tepper. And it's like, I'm the owner of the Carolina Panthers. This is my team. But, you know, one thing I've always thought of when I
He
thought
is,
about good lead.
and it is.
Yeah, and it is, and it is.
Yeah.
But one thing I always thought about with good leadership, and when I tried to do it when I was supervisor at times before, when you go into a situation, okay, you are the new person. I know he's the owner, but he is a new person. But
Right.
you go in, whatever works, okay, if it's still feasible, you leave that alone. Don't bother with it. Okay. The stuff that needs to be changed, that's where you go and make your mark and make things better. But the stuff that is working, for God's sakes, leave it be. Leave it
Yeah.
be. That might have
This
been one of the
is
situations with Wofford.
I was just getting ready to say that. I was just getting ready to say
Mhm,
that that was something that I really feel like until you had completed Rock Hill, and then once that went up in smoke, once you establish another location and start building another facility, whatever you're going to do, you should have left training camp in Wofford until then.
mhm,
You should not have moved training camp from Wofford to Charlotte this year. You just shouldn't have done it.
mm-mm. Nope, shouldn't have done it.
It should not have been done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, as somebody who lives in Charlotte, who gets to go 5 minutes, oh no, sorry, 15 minutes down the street to get to the stadium, you
Yeah.
know, I'm happy about that part. Okay, I am happy about that part. But if this turns into a bigger fiasco than it needs to be, I wouldn't have had no problem driving an hour and something down to Spartanburg. It was no issue.
Right. Donna B said, until he does right by us fans, y'all know the
Y'all know
rest.
everything you do gonna
Hey,
fail.
yeah.
Damn silly boy.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
Not not David Tepper becoming Mister.
Hey, this hey, listen this what Nella said. If I paid 2.275 billion, my house, my rules. Hey,
I
I got
you
you right.
know
I
what?
feel you
That's
right
fair
there.
point. Fair
I feel
point.
you.
Fair
And
point. Fair point.
that's why I said, for one, I don't believe that's true about him taking away keep pounding. Because I let me tell you something. That is one thing that I believe that is like that will cause uproar. He will
Mhm.
cause a major. Yes, it should have told him to stop playing. What you talking about, Unc? Should have
Yeah,
what?
I'm looking yeah, should have I look confused on that. Oh, hey, E Cash. What's
He
going on?
cash. What's
What's
happening?
good, y'all boys? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
hear you.
yeah.
I just wanted to
Welcome.
say real quick. This was a couple years ago, man. When Tep, I think we had an opening game against the Jets, and they
Mhm.
didn't play the chant at all. You know, they usually put it on the jumbotron. They really tried to start it,
Oh,
but they came out and was saying they wanted fans to do it on their own. And then, like the Roaring Riot had sent Tep a message saying that shit is important to us. Like they got to keep it going.
got
So
it.
I
Uh-huh.
guess he ended up bringing it back. But it's stuff
Oh
like
Mhm.
that
wow.
that makes me feel like
Okay.
he don't care about what we got going on. It's about his shit. Like he paid for all this, so he want to do what he want to do. And like I wouldn't be
Mhm.
surprised
Got
if he
you.
moved the team at all, man.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
do you
go ahead.
think that was really his call by himself to do that, or do you think that was something that maybe um
That's
the
fun.
marketing team, or the people that's in charge of whatever department that is, to put those kind of things up? Now, like I said, I listen, if that was something that he was really trying to do, that is something that I believe would really cause a uproar amongst fans. That is one thing about Panther Nation that you should not touch at all. It
Fact.
shouldn't even be a thought about. You know what I'm
And
saying? Keep pounding is I don't know how to even to describe it, dog. But
shit,
yeah,
that's just
Mhm.
the
keep
team. That's what we do.
Yeah.
We've been
yeah.
losing for
You
damn
just
near since
yeah,
2015, man. And you asked a good question because you never know if it's Tep or if it's people behind him telling him what's a good idea and what's
right,
not. But at the end of the day,
right.
that man, he got his own mind. So I feel like he
Mhm.
really be on his own. Excuse me, but he be on his own bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 He
But like
do.
I was
Don't get me
saying
wrong.
though,
Now he do. Go
yeah.
ahead, CJ.
But like I was saying though, like keep pounding. Somebody he should have known. He should have known when he bought
That's
this
something
team.
you don't touch.
That's something you don't touch. That's something you don't touch. Okay. Now, Spartanburg is tradition, but he was trying to keep it in South Carolina in Rock Hill. Okay. So, he
Yeah.
was thinking bigger
Mm,
picture, like, a bigger facility. I think it was going to be multiple fields. He was trying to have them come there for state title games and, high school games and all kind of stuff. So I get that. But that went south. Now this is going south. Now we're back to this. Okay, we're
Yeah.
back to this, and like I said, everywhere where you see the fan zone and the general admission seating is going to be the
Yeah.
indoor practice facility next year. All right,
Uh,
parking in
oh,
uptown Charlotte is not like Spartanburg.
hold on once. Hey, come on in. Don't be no stranger, my guy. Come on in and talk your shit. Let us know. Let us know what's on your mind. Yeah, yeah.
And see, Unc was
Go ahead,
talking about
CJ.
this yesterday. Uh,
Yeah.
about them doing the shit in South Carolina, but it's like, Tep,
Mhm,
you already fucked up in Rock Hill. Now you still forcing
Mhm.
your way into South Carolina, and honestly, I think soon he might try to start doing everything in Charlotte right around the stadium, so all the money can go to him or whatever he got going on. TSE. Right now, he just renting the
yeah,
shit
Mm.
out.
pretty much, pretty much.
It still feel like a slap in the face to Rock Hill, where you couldn't work something out there, so you still in the state of where you not really at, and you doing stuff in they state, telling them that you could do
But
wherever you want.
but was it really a slap in the face though, D Cash? I mean, like CJ pointed out, like you have an agreement with someone. If me and you agree to put in 10,000 apiece to buy this piece of property and you can't meet your end of the deal, it doesn't matter how much I'm worth or you're worth. The agreement was you should bring 10,000 to match my 10,000. So now if you telling me all you got is 2,500, I'm supposed to carry your other
Hell no,
7,500 to
deal's
meet
off
the
the
deal
table.
worth.
We done. We
Yeah,
done.
Yeah. So yeah. So that hey, people always want to bring about how much money he's worth. Yes, he's a
mhm,
billionaire, one of the richest owners in the league. But it's a thing called business. At the end of the day, he was bringing an economic boom to Rock Hill. Rock Hill
Yeah.
agreed whatever the stipulations in the contract that they agreed upon, and for whatever reason, I don't know it, but for whatever reason, they didn't hold up their end of the bargain. So if they don't hold up the end of the bargain, that man cut tail and he bailed. I don't see nothing wrong with it. To be honest, if that's just my personal opinion.
I honestly don't either. Like, if it don't work out, it don't work out, and we can't. We say he a
Right.
billionaire and shit, but at the end of the day, don't nobody want to come out their pocket and pay for something when they don't have to. Nobody.
But
yeah,
But
true.
but the thing, Cass, but here's the thing. If you're looking at it and you're doing it from an investment standpoint, you're investing in this. So
Yeah.
like I said, you investing 10,000 and I'm investing 10,000 in the hopes that we make 500,000. You know what I'm saying? But now when it comes time to put money on the table, you ain't got your 10,000, all you got is 2,500. Well,
Yeah,
some renegotiation got to be done. You know what I'm saying? The percentage, the shares, something got to change because now we're not 50-50 now. This is not
Right.
mhm,
what we agreed upon. You feel me?
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, hold on real quick,
It's
y'all.
just business.
Mr. Hunky Dory, thank you for
Yeah.
the $5 super chat. He said, "Keep pounding. It's about it's about life or the game of struggle. You never quit, you never give up, and you never back down." Thank you, Mr. Hunky Dory. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
And one more thing, Twan, I'm gonna introduce you in a second here. But now Ella made a good point here. Said, I think the issue is he wanted to buy a team. However, the team that came up for sale was the Carolina Panthers, but he
I
didn't
agree.
understand the culture of the
I
Carolina
agree.
Panthers. Yes, and also
I
I want to
agree.
say this
That's
too.
a great
That's a
point.
fact.
Now we don't know how this deal with Rock Hill came about behind the scenes. You ever know? You ever see that somebody like they're trying to make their name and they're trying to say, okay, like I was saying before, like I'm gonna step up to the table with the big dog. You never know. Rock Hill could have came to Tepper with this proposal. You get what I'm saying? It may not have been Tepper
Yeah.
seeking out Rock Hill.
Could have.
Rock Hill might have been the one that tried to make this whole thing go through. So like you say, you never know. But Twan Don, what's good, my guy? How you doing?
Twan
Gang, what's
Don,
up,
what's
man?
happening?
How y'all feeling,
What's
man?
happening, dog?
Good,
Gang,
man. How
gang,
you
Shit, we
what's
doing?
up, man?
good. What's on your mind, Playboy?
Hey,
Tell us your
look,
thoughts.
man. Hey, look, man. I'm with y'all. Like, like I've been having this conversation for a couple of years now. Um, I think it's a travesty when any owner wants to, like, these billionaire owners want to get people to pay for stuff that they have to attend, and then you want to charge them these real high ticket prices. And and for memorabilia, I almost said paraphernalia and all that stuff. And David Tepper is this. Look, the one thing I keep pushing with him is he's the second highest paid owner in the NFL. Man, he's one of the richest owners in sports. And you try to get a low market. You're trying to get a low market place to essentially pay more or half than on some money for you on a situation, and that's crazy. That's crazy. Like,
You talking about the Rock Hill situation?
Yeah. I'm talking about with not just the Rock Hill situation, but also with the upgrade with Bank of America wanting the public to help pay for anything, all these renovations and things like that or whatever. But essentially, at the end of the day, it's crazy to look at it. I don't know if y'all can see it like this, but in a lot of ways, he got Carolina by the balls, man. He really does, because the thing is, we've seen this before with a team called the Raiders. If they can't come to a conclusion, then everybody knows, nobody wants to believe it. No one wants to believe it, but the optical next thing that he's going to try to do is he's going to try to move the team. It's at least 5 major cities lined up right now that'll say, I'll pay for all of it. I'll pay for the building, every damn thing. He don't have to pay for anything. You know what I'm saying? I believe that dude bought the Panthers because it was a small market. He's from Pennsylvania. He don't know nothing about the South or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Me being a native New Yorker, I've been here long enough, though. And he chose this team for reasons. It's like us on the outside, when you don't understand finances, we think, oh, he just wanted to buy the team, boom, 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 boom. You don't know his backside reasons as well, and what he has in mind, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So what he's trying to do now is he's trying to undercut what's going on here now, because he knows it's a small market. Could he do this in LA? No. Could he do it in New York City, where I'm from? No. He couldn't do it in these major cities. But Charlotte, he got Charlotte by the balls right now, because now he can threaten to move this team, you know what I'm saying, to a bigger city where they're lined up to build whatever he wants. Nah, but he just got here.
Done that.
He just got here.
But see that, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
It's his team.
I don't
He
think
can move him wherever he wants to.
But that's any owner though. That's any owner with any team. They can move a team if the deal don't if the deal don't come together how they see fit, and they feel like they can get better options somewhere else. But all I'm saying is he hasn't even had that conversation yet, and they just reached an agreement to build a stadium in 2046 and start beginning negotiations in 2037. So to me, just reading that from what they have, put out in the newspapers and social media and things like that, that to me eliminates the fact that he's trying to move the team, for the fact that he's getting ready to dump. They're getting ready to dump $1.3 billion in stadium renovations, and then within the next 15 to 20 years, they're going to start negotiations about bringing a team, not bringing a team, building a new stadium. So that doesn't lead me to believe that he's looking to move the team.
But right now, that's all just kind of talk, though.
Yeah, it's just talk. It's just talk.
No, I get it.
The thing is,
I get it.
With David Tepper, you're dealing with a master manipulator, bro. He's a master manipulator. I keep trying to tell people, look, the guy's profession is a hedge fund manager. Do you guys know what hedge fund managers do? They make all their money off depressed properties, taking people out of their homes and business, you know what I'm saying, at the lowest price they can possibly pay for it, and get you out. That dude don't have a conscience. He became a billionaire by putting people out of business.
Yeah. Hey, come on real quick. Hey, my man, Will Danger Robinson, welcome, bro. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, fellas, man?
Will Danger, what's happening?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to jump on for two things real quick. First, I always like the show. I always, I try to tip and support you guys. Been following you guys for about a year,
Drill
so it's been really
Will.
cool.
That's who that is.
Chill
Tip
Will,
Drill
yes.
Will.
Oh shit.
Tip Drill
Oh,
Will.
Will.
Top of the day to you, my guy. Yeah.
Hey,
When you
fellas.
said his
What's
Hey.
last
up?
name, I was like, Robinson, Will Robinson. That's Tip Drill Will.
Man,
Yeah,
hey,
what's
Yeah.
going
you did
on,
not
dude?
make fun of me right there.
So so
Yeah.
I wanted to tap in to talk about two things, right? That I think is
Mhm.
All right.
important because I got a little context to this.
Okay, go
One
for it.
is being a Carolina Panther fan from South Carolina, right?
Mhm.
And I'm a season ticket holder, so I'm a PSL. I drive to every game, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
On Interstate 77, going southbound after the game is jam packed, right?
Yes.
So most
Yeah.
people
Right.
don't realize how many season ticket holders are in South Carolina. They don't know.
In South
And I'm not
Carolina.
talking about it tapers off after Rock Hill. It goes straight into
Mhm.
Columbia until you hit 20, right?
Yeah.
So we all bumper to bumper going out of Charlotte after every home game. So most people
Down to
don't know that.
Greenville.
So there's the yeah, and so it's the loud, but then you got the people in South Carolina, that's the loud minority, right?
Mhm.
That will say,
Yeah.
oh,
Hmm.
because he moved training camp is not two states, one team anymore. Just people like to complain for the sake of complaining. Okay,
Right.
I'm from the low country. I'm from Beaufort Hilton Head, South Carolina, right? So
Gotcha.
the training camp being in Spartanburg don't mean jack splat to me, right? It's a longer drive for me. If they get now it's down it's in Charlotte, right? Two, training camp, training camp is very few teams even have training camp open anymore. Hopefully we'll be able to
Right.
keep that open. And then
Mhm.
then, then the last thing I want to address, this whole moving the team thing. All right. Being that I'm a businessman, I understand hedge funds managers. I understand
Right.
systems. Number one, he need 32 owners to agree to move his team. He can't just say I'm packing up and leaving like the Browns did back in the day or whatever. No, you need
20,
32
20,
owners.
20, 24 to 32 teams.
I'm sorry, 24 to agree.
Right.
That's number one. Number two, um, if there would be a huge, massive hole in the NFL budget if they were to say we are going to move out of North Carolina and South Carolina and move it to San Antonio or Austin, Texas. I'm just giving a viable city. There would be a
Right. Right.
massive hole. First of all, Austin, Texas is cowboy country, right? And
Mhm.
so is San Antonio.
Facts.
So I'm just throwing things out there. Like you
San
have to think of it
Antonio to
from a
the Houston
business
Texans.
perspective, huh?
Yeah. Good. I said San Antonio to
And
Houston Texans.
the Houston Texans, yes, that's right. And
Yeah.
so with that being said, people just need to take an appetite suppressant, relax. We're investing $1.2 billion into our stadium with a 15-year commitment. 15-year
Mhm.
Right.
commitment. You're not
Right.
moving. After that, they're probably going to want to build a new stadium, or they might want to keep our stadium the way it is and say that we have the last of the bowl stadiums in America, right? They may want to do that.
Right.
Nobody ever says that the Green Bay Packers stadium, Lambeau Field, even though it has a story history, nobody says that it's a trash stadium because they've modernized it over time, right?
Right.
Everybody
Yeah.
just need to
Mhm.
relax. Just
Okay,
come.
I
Everything
want to
don't have
respond
to
to
be
him.
a crisis.
I want to
So
Yeah.
respond.
Right.
I
that's
want to
all I
respond
wanted
to
to
him.
jump on here and say from a South Carolina Panther fan.
I
Okay.
I
Go
All
want
right.
ahead,
I
Lamar.
want
Thanks, guys.
I want to respond to him.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Tony.
I'm a business mind too, and I did a whole show on David Tepper and uh what I foresee him doing in both directions that it could go in. All right. One thing that I know in business, and Will probably knows this too, is talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. Number two, so you gotta ask yourself the elements that you're dealing with. Talk is cheap, nothing signed yet. Number two, you gotta talk about the type of people that you're dealing with. David Tepper's already shown us he's not a regular guy. He's not a regular even billionaire. He thinks differently. He thinks off the top. And it seems in more cases than none that it's all about him and what he thinks, how he thinks something should go, all the way down to the choosing of our quarterbacks on the team. This billionaire does not know how to keep his hands off stuff. But I do agree when it comes to business, it's his team. He's going to be involved in the business. He's made it known that it's either going to be my way or the highway. Number three, David Tepper has to, when you start getting to city council and the governments and then when you start getting into politics, that's another thing that he's going to have to go through. Who says that, and if I'm in politics, who says that I put up whatever money for a team that doesn't even win? You feel me? Who says that I'm going to invest all of this money with you and y'all don't even win? You feel me? You got to give me something to go on, some type of resume that makes me feel comfortable with about dishing this type of money out and raising the tax prices of the people that live in the area or the media area, you know what I'm saying, and doing it that way. We're not even winning. I tell people all the time, if you got kids right now and you live in North Carolina or whatever, 9 times out of 10, if you're a Panthers fan, your kids are not going to be Panthers fans because kids care about winning. There's few kids that care about traditions and parents that force them to be fans of a team. But, you know, kids do what kids – look, kids are probably not going to be a fan of their daddy's team here because the Carolina Panthers don't win. We're the not cool team. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As far as the owners, if David Tepper wants to move his team, second richest owner in the league, if he wants to move his team, why would 24 owners say opposed to that? I mean, what dirt is it off their backs? Why would they even take a serious vote or going, no, you're gonna stay right there? You know what I'm saying? It's no sweat off their back. And if you don't think billionaires get on the phone and talk with each other and palm each other and look, I do this favor for you or whatever, you know what I'm saying? To get that done, that billionaires boys club, they ain't got nothing to do with us. They talk on the regular about what they want to do, and obviously we don't agree with most of the things they do anyway. With the turf, the way they keep changing the rules, the protection of the quarterback, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. The owners are already not doing things that the fans like. So I get it, man. I'm not telling anybody to be scared, you know what I'm saying, or whatever about the team being moved. I'm just saying don't be shook or don't act surprised if it does.
Yeah, I can see everything
I'm not
you're
laughing at
saying.
you. Oh, go ahead, Will. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I
we're
was
not laughing at
I'm
y'all.
sorry.
We're laughing at
we
Mr.
laughing at
Dory.
Mr. Hunky Dory.
I get what you're saying,
I
but
like
it's
the way
all.
Will put that though. You know what I'm saying? But it's.
But all I'm saying is, in business, I'm never going to be hyperbolic. And what I'm saying is, money rules the day, right?
It's all
So
day,
you
every
can
day.
say what you can say is what I can tell you right now is that team in Charlotte is profitable. And
Exactly.
and then you got to also talk about TV rights
I
and everything else, right? Oh, that team in Charlotte is profitable. So
no, it's not.
I know we look at it from a win-loss perspective and all that stuff.
Right. Yeah.
But that team is profitable. And so
but
just like
but make sure you point it out. It's profitable to the owners. It's profitable to the owners. It's not profitable to us. The Hornets and the Panthers are two of the losingest teams in sports.
So can I finish what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're making my point. The team bottom line is profitable. They are not going to say they moved that team from St. Louis to LA. They move it from St. Louis to LA because that's the number one US market or the number one TV market in the world is Los Angeles TV market. So that was going to be a lucrative deal. That doesn't exist in this scenario. All the hyperbolic when it comes to business, take an appetite suppressant. People will make business decisions, and I am confident and comfortable in the assumption that the team, you cannot get 24 owners to pull out of 2 damn states because and he doesn't matter if he's the richest owner. Inside that billionaire boys club you talking about, they don't care how much money you got. I was in here. This is my granddaddy business that I used to own with some of those owners. That was their granddaddy team. They were like, I'm royalty inside this clubhouse. I don't care how much money you got. There's so many other billionaires that want to be a part of that club that they never even allow in. It is the most exclusive 32-member club in the world. So just relax. Just because you got the most money don't mean that you get to make all the decisions. Just everybody, I see that stuff on social media. Everybody just need to chill. We wasting our time with that. Let's focus on how do we become better fans and support the players and build a winning culture around our team. That's what I'm thinking of.
Right.
Hey,
Hey,
got
I
you,
just
DK.
want to point out DK and my baby Trump back in the chat, fellas. Hey, but Stephen Bailey made a good point. That's something I wanted to mention, the one to harp on. You know, people because we haven't been winning. We had the worst record in the league last year. You know, we haven't had a winning season in probably about 6-7 years, right? But you know, like I was me and CJ had these conversations a couple of times, you know, over the phone and stuff like that. David Tepper owning the Bank of America Stadium, that stadium is just not for the Carolina Panthers. That stadium don't just make money based off the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers play 17 games, 8 or 9 home games every year. You talking about Charlotte FC bringing money to the city. You talking about the concerts, all these things that the stadium provides outside of the Carolina Panthers. So when is saying that it is profitable, the stadium and Tepper organization, TSE, whatever they call it, Tepper Sports Entertainment, they are profitable outside of the Panthers. They not hedging their the profitability of the team just solely on the team. And I hear people always talking about, you know, David Tepper is the second richest owner in the league, one of the richest owners in pro sports, this and that. When they talk about the city money that the city council just approved, that was money that the city already had. That's not no new money. That's not no new taxes for tourism and hospitality and things like that that's going to affect the Charlotte economy. That money, that $650 million, that money was already there. That money is already in escrow. It's already growing and it's waiting for opportunity like this. Because why? Because outside of the Panthers, whatever goes on, they make taxes off of everything that moves in Bank of America Stadium, whether it's the Panthers, whether it's a concert, whether it's Charlotte FC, whether it's the high school
Beyonce.
football game, whether the college bowl game, whatever it is, Charlotte makes money. The city gonna make money. The city council gonna make money. The economic boom around the stadium, around town is gonna make money. The hotel is gonna make money. Everybody making money hand over fist. So I'm 100% with you when you talk about that, Will, because I need people to realize that it's more than just about the Carolina Panthers. David Tepper owns that stadium. It was laughable when they was talking about the 42 concerts, but when you look at it from a micro perspective, that was a smart decision. Because if you put all your eggs in one basket and you banking on your team winning and being profitable, within the past 4 or 5 years, he probably lost money, right? He probably lost money. But by making money with these other things, with the Charlotte FC, with the concerts and whatever else that goes on in Bank of America Stadium. That's why TSE is profitable. The Panthers may not be profitable, but TSE is profitable. So therefore, it affects the economic system surrounding Bank of America Stadium. That's why I don't believe it's going nowhere. And with that approval, that's locked in for at least 15 years. That's already a done deal. They've already agreed and shook on it. That's already a done deal
No,
for at least the
Monday.
next 15 years.
Monday. They gonna
They ain't
vote
shook
on it
on it
on
yet.
Monday.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah.
ain't
But
official. They might be some behind the scenes stuff going on. It's not official yet. But hey,
yeah,
the MDJ, let me tell you, he sums it up in one sentence right there. Charlotte not letting that
Charlotte
money
not
walk.
letting that
I
money walk.
agree.
Right.
I Agree.
Right.
It's not
Okay,
going to
okay,
happen.
well, okay. So listen, let me come from a different angle with this.
Come on
The
with it.
main thing I said earlier was this.
Okay.
Yeah, the owner is gonna make his money. But listen,
Right.
I'm just trying to go with the simple aspect when I say this. The Charlotte FC, the football club, whatever, they don't win.
Mm-hmm.
The Charlotte Hornets, they don't win. The Carolina Panthers don't win. Since did you? And I know, and I'm not saying you guys don't know. Do you guys know that David Tepper, the owner, he has the worst percentage of winning in sports since he took over the Carolina Panthers. Not football,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
in sports. In
Mm-hmm.
In
sports.
sport.
So
Hmm.
listen, it's
I
one
didn't know
thing.
that, but I don't doubt it.
Yeah,
I don't doubt it.
yeah. It's one thing when you're making money when the team is doing horrible. But imagine the money
Mm-hmm.
you could be bringing in when you guys are winning. And Carolina is not winning. The thing is, and I'm telling you right now, I'm going out on the head, and then we'll revisit. And I want two fans in the stands to get on my ass if it don't go this way. I guarantee you. And you said Monday. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
They're
Monday.
gonna have some problems. I guarantee you, David Tepper won't sign. He will not sign anything, bro. I
He's already
guarantee it.
So
signed his
so
portion of it. What are you
so
talking
so what
about,
you saying?
Twan?
No,
He's already
Hold
no, he
on,
signed
hold
his
hasn't.
on, Will.
portion.
Hold on, Will. Hold on, Will. Hold on, Will.
One second, Will.
So
One second.
Twan, so what you saying is come Monday, if David Tepper,
The
now
deal
I know
ain't
you
gonna
didn't say
fall
this,
through.
but
Yeah,
I'm just gonna throw some shit in the game. You're
yeah,
saying if Monday comes and David Tepper and the Charlotte City Council agree, if this vote goes through and it's solid, right? So you're
mhm,
gonna go on your podcast, you're gonna apologize?
yeah.
Okay, I help you. I'll be there.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Come over. I guarantee you it's gonna be something difficult or something's gonna rock with either way. I'm not saying on who with who, but I'm
Right.
Mm-hmm.
telling you, this number is not gonna be agreed on, bro. Not right away. It may happen down the road, but not right away, bro. I'm
But
telling you.
it verbally is already agreed on though, Twan. All they gotta do
Verbally, yeah,
listen,
verbally,
but
yeah,
all they have but voting on it Monday is just a formality.
yeah.
It's just a formality. It's going to go through. All they got to do is just vote on it. That's just part of the procedure to make it official. That's all.
Do you say Twan?
Hey,
You do realize that when they
I don't trust David Tepper, bro.
hold on, I
no,
agree with that, but you do understand that nobody don't really bring something to the floor for vote unless they've already whipped and counted. That doesn't mean that's going to be unanimous with the city council, right? Or
right,
county
right.
council. Doesn't mean it's going to be unanimous. They know they got the numbers. They know they got the majority. And so I get it, and I'd love to see you apologize for that. That would be the right move because I just think we just take an appetite suppressant, and just watch this unfold.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, look, Charlotte is not Rock Hill.
Charlotte is not right.
It's not Rock Hill. Okay.
Big facts.
Hey, listen,
But see,
I'm not
listen.
gonna
Can we
put.
all agree this?
Hold on. I
Okay.
ain't gonna put my cousin business out there, but let me tell you something. She know what she's talking about when it comes to
Okay.
the taxes. She know her work. Trust me.
Yeah,
She
he
know
does.
what she's talking about. Yeah, first hand. That's first hand knowledge right there. So
Go
I'm
ahead,
gonna leave
Twan.
that right there.
So listen, what I'm saying is this: we can all agree that when winning is a real thing, bro. When you're not
Yeah,
winning,
yeah.
it's like things happen, bro, and
Mm-hmm.
it's bad. It's like, man, look, bro. Nobody's excited about either team. I mean,
Let me
I guess like we're going to start getting excited because the season's about to get started.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if you love football, man, I'm just ready for football season in general. You feel me?
Fact.
right,
So
fact.
I'm that's just
I'm
man to
with you on
man,
that.
bro. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Big fact.
if Carolina doesn't do well this year, then we got the next year to look forward to, man. Because I think it's gonna take a little time anyway. So I'm not putting all
So
my chips in that. So,
so let me
but
let, so let me ask
I'm
you.
not a Hornets fan. They don't win. I'm not a soccer fan. The soccer team there don't win. Winning has
So
got to
let
be
me
a
ask,
part of a
so
deal to continue.
so let me ask you this question, Twan. What is it? What is it that you would like to see the Panthers do besides winning? Okay, I know that's a given, right? That's at the top of everybody's list. What is it that you would like to see David Tepper and the Panthers do moving forward?
I think the Carolina Panthers, because I'm not really concerned with the FC with the soccer team. You know, I only root for the
Right.
Panthers anyway. I mean,
Okay.
it really it starts with what we just saw in the blueprint. You feel me? Man, it gave me great pleasure to see Dan Morgan and
And Dave
everybody
Canales.
else making decisions and not
Yeah.
including him. He tried when you look at the tape, as much as he tried to celebrate with them and get in on or whatever, I love that they didn't constantly turn to him like, what do you want us to, like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I love that they
Right.
didn't
Right.
acknowledge him like that, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, because then that starts going to. I truly believe David Tepper he wanted to turn this team around for himself. He wanted to be the hero opposed to letting people who master what they do their jobs. You know what I'm saying? And it just gave
I
me
think
so much pleasure to see them in that room, not acknowledging him or asking him whatever. It's just like, look, bro, we're gonna do what we need to do. You sit over there and chill and be owner and be the owner.
well, but
Final.
okay, so you just said that what you've seen thus far on the blueprint has given you hope that the possibility of a change coming or change
The
happening right now.
possibility, yeah,
So
if he stays out of it.
therefore we have to let the process play out. It looks good right now in the beginning, but we got to see how it play out through training camp and throughout regular season. I'm with you. I like the
Mhm.
fact how he was in the war room and instead it wasn't like he was imposing his will. It was like he was asking questions, trying to learn, and they were willing to explain something to him, or because I heard him say, "So you like this guy?" And Dave Canales was like, "Yeah, I like this guy and this guy." He was like, "Okay." And then when Dan and Brent Tillis made the trade with the Rams, and Brent was like, hold on. They offered, next year's second round pick, and it was really between Brent and Dan Morgan. And I think if I'm not mistaken, David Tepper was like,
Also, their
is
money
that a
guy,
good move? Yeah,
then their
yeah,
money
is
guy,
that
and
a
the
good
money
move?
guy.
But
Yeah.
at the
Mhm.
same time, I'm with all the fans when I say David Tepper needs to fall back and let football people do football things. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I don't want David Tepper to be another Jerry Jones. When they hired Dan Morgan, I felt comfortable with that because I knew the type of player Dan Morgan was when he came out of the University of Miami, when he was drafted by Carolina. And that's something I told CJ. I was like, this is like John Lynch all over again. Because you got a football player, a former football player in the room that's going to be making football decisions. Not somebody coming off Wall Street, not somebody coming off out of Fortune 500 boardroom or because they got a degree at Harvard or whatever. No, we got a football guy that knows football, point blank, period. So you have to give him the opportunity to show you what he can do. So I think now this is just what it looks like so far. It looks like he could possibly be getting comfortable letting football people do football things, which in turn may just make him fall back like we all been wanting him to do the past 4 or 5 years. Fall back and let the people that you hire do the things that you hired them to do.
Hmm. I just don't trust
Hey,
David Tepper, bro. I just
Yeah,
don't.
okay.
hey, but you know what? I'm not mad at that, Twan. I'm not mad at that at all.
Yeah, yeah.
The trust is earned,
Because
and
he
he
got to show
hasn't
us
done a
Yeah.
that.
good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, trust is earned. He has not done a good job of earning the fan base's trust since he's owned the
Yeah.
team. Okay, I think we can all agree on that. Yeah.
We can definitely agree on that.
Right. Hey,
Hmm.
I like
Yeah.
this. I can't find it, but Dakari said, I honestly believe that Tepper has stepped back because Canales isn't a Tepper move. Leggett isn't a Tepper move. Tepper would have won a bigger name.
Well, Tepper couldn't get bigger names in coaching because he alienated all of them because nobody wanted to come coach for him. That Canales was the best we could do.
That could be some truth to it. That
Can we be honest?
I could
Canales was
believe
the
that.
best we could do. Canales was the
I
best
can
we
believe
could
that.
do.
I can believe that. But you know what? That could Dave Canales could turn out to be a diamond in the rough though.
I hope so.
Good.
I
That's
definitely
what I
hope.
was gonna say.
I'm cheering for him. I'm cheering for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only move that turned out to be the right move. I mean, I like him so far. You know, like I was saying earlier, I don't think he was on here. I was talking about, you know, Tepper and Canales. You know, like when Canales gets up there and he talks and it's like he gives the fan base something to say, okay, you know what? I see what you're saying. I like that. I like what direction that's going into.
Right.
Whereas, you know, with Frank
Right.
Wright, it was just kind of like, we're doing this and we don't want to talk about, you know, everything's real vanilla and blah blah blah. And you're just like, damn, Frank, like really?
Frank sounds so unsure.
Yeah, he sounded like he didn't want to be here half the time. And then you got Tepper. Every move Tepper makes, we're just like, what? Like,
It don't make
okay,
sense.
all right.
Hey, CJ, we doing like this.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I want to see the look on y'all faces. I don't even want y'all to say anything. I want to see the look on y'all faces when y'all saw him throw that drink, bro.
Oh, bro, Twan, listen, I couldn't even believe it. I had to go back
My
and
mouth was
rewind
wide open. I ain't say nothing.
No, I was at loss for words. I was like,
this
wow.
is it. I said, this is
Wow.
it, man. I franchised
I was like,
over.
wow. me and CJ had a about 2-hour long conversation just talking about that one thing. We was like, dog, we don't know. They might force him to sell the team, dog.
Nah, I knew they weren't gonna do that. And they really
I'm just saying
didn't even
just,
finish him.
but no, not really.
Exactly.
His fine was like $2 to us.
Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much. Hey, Twan, you're not going nowhere, are you?
No, sir.
Okay. So we're gonna go into our next topic here. Now I want to get your opinion, what your thoughts is on this. All right.
Hey, look, let me say something real quick, man. I'm here with 2 fans in the stand for the first time ever, man. If you guys ain't hit that like button for these dudes right now, man, and subscribe to this show, then y'all crazy, man. These boys is out here really doing it, man. I rock with them.
Same thing.
I love what they got to say, man. You know what I'm saying? I should have been here. I should have been here a lot sooner, man. I'm glad that they allowed me in here to talk my talk. You know what I'm saying? As a content creator, I don't think like everybody else. I know people out there that don't like me or the way that I address things or whatever, but I don't get into that kind of stuff, man. I'm a content creator and I love talking with like minds and I don't see the thing is when people understand I don't like talking to people that's just gonna agree with me all the time. That's boring. I love to challenge each other in debates. That's what make great debates, man. And these guys over here, after listening to CJ and my man, you know what I'm saying, bro, over here, it's like these guys, man, they top bar, man. I love the way they do their thing over here.
That's messed up, Twan. You can't even remember my name and my man. That damn dog, you done. We doing that.
Oh,
I just said
trying
it
to keep
first.
straight
I just
face
said it
till you
fast.
said that, Tony.
He said CJ and my man. Dang.
Oh,
okay.
I was trying to keep a straight face, Tony, till you said that.
Look, man. Everybody know your name is Tony Tone, bro.
Yo.
I'm just gonna start saying Tony and CJ instead of CJ and Tony, man.
Oh man.
Hey Tony, look, I call you Dubai anyway. I call you Mr.
Yo,
Dubai.
man, I'm in my feelings right now, Twan. I'm just letting you know I'm in my feelings right now. That was
my
cool,
man
dog.
CJ and my homeboy Tony.
Twan, thank you for that, dog. That was hilarious.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Y'all,
in the
y'all
back of my mind,
these boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Twan. It was funny because in the back of my mind, I was like, ooh. I was like,
Yeah.
I know Tony gonna say something.
Hey, but
I
but
was just I
the
was
thing though,
rambling and
Twan
I couldn't
is,
get it out quick.
You good,
hey, but the
man. You
thing is,
good.
Yeah.
hey man, hey, we tell
Yeah.
people all the time, man. Anybody's welcome to come on here and chop it up with us, man.
Yeah.
We just ask people when they come to our
Hmm.
platform, hey, just match
Hmm.
the energy. You
That's
know what I'm
it.
Yeah.
saying? Just match the
Hmm.
energy. You know,
You
talk
gotta
talk
wipe
your
your
talk.
feet off wherever you go.
Right.
Yeah.
We gonna disagree. We can debate, discuss. You know, have a good time, laugh
Hmm.
and joke. But yeah, just match the energy, man. That's all we
What I
ask.
always say,
Just
I
match
Twan.
the
don't.
energy.
What I
Yeah.
always say. I don't
Yes.
care if y'all 1,000% disagree with what we're saying. Come on the
Mm-hmm.
show, holler at us. We can debate the topic. We can attack the topic, but we ain't gotta attack each other. You know,
It's a, it's
like you
a, it's
said,
Facts.
just a,
Twan.
it's entertainment. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
understand why people that watch podcasts take this shit so serious. Look, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
look,
like,
shout
we're
It's
out.
not
all
getting
good,
paid
man.
millions of dollars.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. Hey, look,
Yeah,
shout out to
man.
the
For
fourth
fan
man in the
and
stand,
I
Nakari, the
rock with
couch
y'all heavy.
comedian.
Yeah.
We appreciate you, Twan, man. We appreciate you, dog.
yeah.
Shout out to two fans in the stand, man. Y'all doing it. I love y'all. I like what y'all do, and I stand on business
Appreciate
when I
you, man.
say that. Any show I go on, I rock with them. I don't care who don't get along with who. I rock with everybody, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Appreciate
Right.
you, Twan.
It's all good. It's all
Appreciate you,
love,
dog.
dog. It's all love. Hey, but look, this next topic we want I'm gonna tap into was Adam Thielen made a comment. He was on the Rich Eisen show the other day, and he was talking about how players had returned back for OTAs out of shape, and they were no longer with the team. So I'm just gonna pull this article up right here real quick. Now, I saw it
Mhm.
on the Rich Eisen show the other day, but Panthers Wire has it on their website. And it says, Welcome to the new standard. Carolina Panthers wide receiver Adam Thielen was a guest on Wednesday's episode of the Rich Eisen show, where host Rich Eisen brought up the prospect of restructured offseason workout programs. The 33-year-old veteran said he'd probably be in favor of a tighter schedule, with the idea of earlier phases being closer to training camp. He told Eisen that players have gotten to the point where they're already working out during their time away from the team, something that may have factored into a few departures from Carolina this spring. He said, the NFL has gotten so competitive that you cannot work out, Thielen stated. Even right now, when guys come back to OTAs and they're out of shape, they haven't done anything. They're getting cut. Like there were a few guys that aren't on the Panthers anymore that came back. They were out of shape. You can tell they hadn't done anything and they're not there anymore. That's just the reality. So, Twan, what do you feel? What do you think about when you hear those comments from Adam Thielen about players being out of shape and being cut when they return to OTAs?
First of all, my ass is out of shape because I had to run to the bathroom quick.
Me too. Me too.
So when I said, when he was finished with his question, I said, please don't come to me right away. We old men, bro.
Oh God.
Listen, I
Okay.
posted it. I posted it on my Twitter the day it came out. I loved it.
Hmm.
That made me love Gabe Canales and whoever went into the decisions to do that even more. You know,
Right.
we are the jokes of the NFL right now. And this is how you turn the key in the ignition to start the new car or the new wave to take this program into the right direction. You feel me? I'm still trying to catch my breath. In
Right.
Good, man. We got you.
the right direction.
Take
I'm good
time.
now. So listen, man. When I heard that, bro, I said, bro, if Canales, woo, because guess what, man? When bad teams are bad because they do what, right? We accept bad habits, right? And
Right.
when you continue to set bad habits in anything in life, it ain't never going to be shit. It's never going to amount to nothing. So if that man in his first year said, I got to set the standard, And the biggest thing that I talk about on the 704 Charlotte Brown Show is we're not going to change anything until we change what, guys? What do y'all think that word is? Until we change the culture. Dan Morgan, it seems to me like he's saying, look, I'm not even trying to be a football coach in my first year. Now, people out there and in the chat, hear me good when I say this. This man is not even really trying to be a coach in his first year. He's trying to come in to become a culture changer to start off with, bro. Because you can't be in a Dan Morgan, not Dan Morgan, I mean Canales.
Hey.
Because you can't be, and Dan Morgan too. They kind of go hand in hand with me. You know what I'm saying? If I talk about one, I'm really talking about the other. Because you can't be successful until you change the culture. Carolina's had bad culture, and yes, our owner has something to do with it, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, we had guys in the past coming in out of shape, not doing the right thing, moping around. That's just like, y'all remember y'all heard Shaq, and when Shaq had something recently, he said, when I came in, it just seemed different around here. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And then he said, it seems like it's more energetic around here and blah, blah, blah. And then he tried to backtrack and say, not to say it wasn't like that before. I was like, man, it wasn't. Stop lying, bro. You know it's different now. But look, I absolutely applaud them. And I don't know who the players are. I would love to find out because as content creators, bro, that's going to be more content for us to find out who did it. Because, you know, we're gonna fight to see who can do that show first.
Hey, but, for real.
We'll be out there fighting for
Will,
that.
Hey, Will, what you think about it? Is Will still on with us?
Yeah, his avatar said. But I love it, man. I love it, bro. I love it. It seems a new day. It seems like a new day is coming.
Yeah. Go ahead, CJ. Hey. What you think about this whole Adam Thielen thing?
Hey, I'm with it. I'm happy. And like, hey, look, and like Nella said, it is unprofessional to show up to work unprepared. Okay,
big facts.
That is the one thing you have to do when you go to even in life, if you go to training camp, I'm sorry, not training camp, but you go to these OTAs. Now, it's an expectation that yes, you got to get back into the fray a little bit as far as you're not playing football, so you're not technically in football shape, but you're supposed to be in shape enough to get out there and get things going. Okay, you go out there and these guys are, like you say, out of shape, not doing what they supposed to. I ain't got no problem with this. I like it. It's a new day. It's time for new things. The things that we've been doing in the past have not been working. And you never know. Has this been something that's been going on in the past where they say, oh, we give you a little bit of slack? Let me tell you, hey, Dave and them are like, you know what? Nah, that stops here and now. And I have no issue with it.
None.
All right, Will.
Go ahead, Will.
What's your opinion on it, man?
So can you guys hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, thanks. The culture change has to happen, right? And y'all saw the look in Dan. Dan Morgan doesn't look like Dan Morgan like he get mad at his dang on breakfast, right? First thing in the morning, like he is focused and concentrated. And all those players around there, they kind of realized that. And you could tell when they said that Dan Morgan introduced him and all that stuff, and he didn't speak to any other existing players on the roster. He just shook like all the former Panther greats' hands and stuff like that. He was putting everybody on notice that this is a brand new thing. The key pounding mantra is going to be here. We're going to play tough-nosed football when people come into our stadium. And I remember this even when we had losing seasons. If nothing else, Steve Stiff going to knock somebody dang on helmet off, right? Period. Even if we lose that game. And I think that that's going to change now. I don't know. I don't think that Dave Canales understands what, like the fire that Dan Morgan is going to put in people's bellies. And he's going to be trying to pull this attack dog back. That's what I'm hoping to see. If you didn't come in their shape, you should be gone. That's like coming to a meeting unprepared to brief. Come on, man. You got to go.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that. But you know what? When
right here, Tony.
What Kobe say?
Look at this comment. Hey, and make sure I get your name right. Is that Swan? I saw this. Yeah. Kobe said him and Diesel could have won 4 more rings if he'd have put down the Big Mac. He said they would have dominated.
Yeah.
If Shaq had been in shape. Yep. He
Yeah.
sure did. Go ahead, Tony. I'm
But you
sorry.
know what? You know how when we talk about changing the culture, bringing that keep pounding mantra back, not really back, but making it stand for what it used to stand for. These are the type
Mhm.
moves that you have to do to set the tone. You have to set the tone of what you will tolerate and what won't be tolerated. You know what I mean? As a coach, like
Right.
don't it's like Dave Canales is saying to me is don't take my kindness for a weakness. I will cut your ass. You know what I'm saying? You will get up out of here real quick. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, listen,
Yeah.
we have a plan. We're going to this is what we got to do to get to said plan. And if you're not a part of the plan, I mean, if you're not willing to contribute to making the plan work, then you'll be out of here.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I love that.
Mhm.
I love them. I like again. I like the fact that Dan Morgan now is a GM because you're talking about somebody that sat around for the past 2 or 3 years that watched a lot of this happen. Watched a lot of happen with Scott Fitterer and Matt Rule, and then with Frank Wright last year. So now it's his turn. And if y'all go back and watch a clip of the Blueprint 2, when they think she was making some I'm not I'm not going to touch that one. I'm not going to touch that one, man. But on the Blueprint 2, um I think they was at the Senior Bowl in Mobile, and him and one of the scouts was having a conversation, and he was asking Dan Morgan, were you nervous? Are you nervous to go back and do, I guess when they was gonna do the formal introduction, he was like, no, man, I ain't nervous at all. I'm ad-libbing here. He was like, I'm built for this shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't say that, but I'm saying that for him. So
Mhm.
that it's a different animal at the head of the table right now when you talking about a football player that understands the game, know what it's supposed to look like. So just like when you hear him talking about we need to bring them dolls back, like Steve Smith, with the type of attitude that he had, that type of fire that he had, those are the type of guys that he wants to bring into the organization and redevelop, remold the culture, reshape the culture,
Mhm.
in that terms. But I have one question. I want to ask y'all this question, and anybody can answer it. Do y'all think Adam Thielen is the new James Campion?
Oh. I hope to
Mm.
God not.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying the man out here dry snitching on live TV, dog. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear no you
Nah,
don't hear
that's
no
that's
But is it
but no,
dry
but you
snitching or is he
all I'm
just
saying.
speaking facts?
that's not dry snitching because he put it out there in the open.
Yeah, well, yeah. You're right.
I,
You're right. Yeah,
I like it that he
yeah.
put it out there like that. Like, look, man. I mean, because I think he's trying to send that message too. Like, as a player, I came here in shape, and I look around, and guys aren't. I want to
Yeah.
win.
Right,
Sometimes you gotta call
right.
That's
what it
helping
is. You
change
gotta
the
call
culture.
spade a
Yeah,
spade.
Yeah, call
yeah.
a spade a spade. Yeah.
Yep.
What you think,
Hey,
Will?
yeah.
I ditto that because if you got to win, you're gonna win at every level, man.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was just trying.
Hey,
Hey, listen. I was just trying to start some shit. That's all.
hey, hold on.
Hey,
Speaking
let
of
me ask
stars and
Tony
shit.
this. Let me ask Tony this. Tony, if you're the
Good,
What's
quarterback,
Tony.
up,
right,
Quan?
and
Uh huh.
you see that your tackles, both your tackles, came in fat and they barely making it up the field in drills. That's your main protection. Ain't you gonna say
Yeah.
something?
Oh hell
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, we all
I'm
we
Mhm.
all
like, hey
about to be
man,
in the coach. We all about to be in the coach office. Coach,
I'm dragging
GM,
both of
whoever
them
need to
dudes
be
up
in there.
there. Hey,
Yeah.
no, I can't have
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
They can't protect me.
Yes, sir. Hey, especially after I got my head tore off the year before.
Yeah,
Oh
bro.
no.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh nah.
Hey,
Nah,
now
They
Mr.
player.
telling you
Hunger
they
Bill,
don't
I'm
care
gonna
about
bring up a
you.
second. Yeah. Hey,
Go ahead,
Nakari
Tanae.
put in the chat. The car put in the chat. He said, "Hey, bring up who was cut. And let's discuss this." And that's what I did right here. So as you see on the screen, you got
Oh,
Tariq Cohen, Spencer Brown, tight end Chris Pierce, wide receiver Jalen Camp, O-lineman Il Manning, defensive tackle Raekwon Williams, and cornerback CJ Parker. AJ Parker,
none
my
of
bad. And I think
But
those
none
are
this,
of
the
them is
but
only.
gonna make the
Oh,
team.
hold on. And also they waived Darius Hodge, Deshaun Gaddy, and Kevin Foch. I hope I'm saying that right.
that
Yeah.
was back in May. May
Yeah, that's me. He said
with
recently.
OTAs. Yeah, he said recently.
Them
I mean,
dudes you just
these are
named
the only
wasn't gonna make the
transactions
team
that's happened.
anyway. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
he ain't. I
Oh,
don't think he named them. It'll be
hey,
some
well
other people
these are
added to that list.
yeah. I was
But
gonna
you
say
but you
these are the
also
only
but
transactions.
but also, they always in that weight facility at the same time. They always working out at the same time. Them strength and
Yeah,
conditioning
Right.
people know who in shape and who ain't in shape. They already know
True,
that
exactly,
before OTA even started.
true,
exactly.
The car.
true.
Wait a minute.
Mr.
Put
Hunky
that back
Dory,
up,
what's
CJ.
up?
What the car say?
Huh? Oh,
Put that back. What the
right.
he said? I'm surprised
The
they
written people
Bryce ain't
table
have a
part.
meltdown and rip the ping pong table.
I
He
thought
said
they.
for
I
y'all to
think Dan
discuss
No.
how
Morgan.
recent
Oh
May
my
was.
God.
Hey,
I think Dan Morgan took
hey,
that ping pong table out.
I would have.
Somebody better take that ping pong table out somewhere for Nakari set the bitch on fire.
Hey, I threw that joker right there in front of the
Oh my
doghouse
God.
and caught
Yeah, y'all ain't getting no games up in here.
it.
Oh my God.
Hey, what's
But
good,
you know
Mr.
what's
Hunky
so
Dory?
annoying though? Yeah, what's up, Mr. Hunky Dory? I ain't see him down there. He said not the thicker kicker.
Go ahead and finish what you're saying, man, and I'll chime in.
Oh no, go ahead,
why?
Mr.
Why is
Hunky Dory. I'm
P?
done. Go ahead, my
Oh,
guy.
hey, guys, I was just chiming in. We were talking about diet. You know what I mean? Everybody gets into the off season after the season's over and all that, and they go on this vacation. You know what I mean? And they stop exercising. They sit on the couch. They join the family. You cannot continue a regular season diet like that. You got to cut it back. You got to keep yourself lean. Your muscles atrophy. You know what I mean? You gain weight
Mm-hmm.
rapidly. You got to keep on that in season diet. You know what I mean? You're always thinking about in season. You know
All
what I mean?
year, all
You
year.
and when you add a season, you got to cut them calories or keep or maintain. You know what I mean? You have to do some type of fitness. You can't tell me you can't afford a damn treadmill. You can't tell me you can't afford to run around a track. You can't afford to go to Gold's Gym. Now we understand there's healing processes. You want to take your time, but you
Mm-hmm.
still have to keep in that relative shape. You have to keep in that business shape. The NFL is a
Right.
business. You are a business piece. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
when you
Yes.
put
You're a
yourself out
commodity.
of business, nobody wants you. Nobody's going to want you back. No wonder you get cut. You know what I mean? Because you're not thinking about business. You know what I mean? And the NFL is continuous business, whether you on vacation or not. And I
So
agree with cut them, cut them. You know what I mean? If you're
I
not
agree
thinking about
with
business, I don't need you.
exactly. I agree with Mr. Funky
So
Dory,
Hunky, I get that right now. That's royalty around here, Mr. Hunky Dory. Okay.
Mr.
Yeah,
Funky Dory.
yeah.
Listen,
Everything's
man.
all good in the South, man. All good.
I'm
Everything's
a
good.
I'm a component.
I was not gonna say nothing. I was gonna let him. I'm gonna let him do it to himself.
No, I did it right though. I said it right there. I think
Yeah.
some of
I,
these names, bro.
I,
Hey,
I
listen,
mean,
I'm a
one, you
component.
call me whatever you want. I mean, call
Nah,
me Mr.
I don't want to
Honky
do that.
Dory, Mr.
Hunky
Honky,
dory.
Mr. Whatever. Hey,
Nah,
dude,
Hunky Dog.
I am so
We ain't doing that around
chill.
here. It's all respect around here. Your name is
Yeah,
your name.
Okay,
that's right. And I
exactly.
love everybody. Be yourself, man. Be yourself.
Yeah.
Don't get
Go
So
ahead,
busy.
Swan.
yeah, I'm
Go
gonna use
ahead.
a component because look, I work a job in the medical field where I've managed people probably for over 12 years now. I manage a group of nurses. And I'm a huge
Okay.
component in life. Football imitates life, man. That's what I love about sports. It's because it imitates life, man. You know what I'm saying? Like just like my man was saying, look, even at your own job, right? I tell people all the time, companies and people don't fire people. You fire yourself. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do at work, they're not firing you. You decided that you wanted to fire yourself. Man, look, when you play football, basketball, or whatever, even in the off season, your job is constantly going, bro. Your job never stops. It's your job to stay in shape and whatever. So you come back out of shape. The Panthers didn't fire you. You decided you was gonna fire yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
I know a lot of these guys come back and say, "Well, I'm just gonna get back in shape during training camp." No, you got to stay that way because now we're working more on getting you back into shape than you learning plays and doing things effectively around here. You know, I'm just a
You
big
know,
component of that. You fired yourself when you decided to do the wrong thing.
yeah.
Well, we got a prime
But
example, Kevin Benjamin. He came
Yeah, he
back and
fired
he was
himself.
35
fired
pounds.
himself. Yeah,
35
fired
pounds.
himself.
Indeed.
But you know what? Ever since his mother died, when his mother died, his career just tanked. He just hit rock bottom,
Who is this? Oh, what
and
up, Doug?
when Kelvin
Benjamin.
Benjamin mother
Ah,
died, yeah, when Kelvin Benjamin mother died, his
Uh-huh.
career just plummeted. You know what I'm saying? And he was not the same after that. You know, when he came back to training camp that year, like Mr. Hunkadori said, he was like 35, 40 pounds overweight. I know one time they was even talking about moving him to tight end or try him at tight end if I'm not mistaken. Not in Carolina, but where did he go
Buffalo.
next after?
Buffalo.
I
Buffalo.
think it was Buffalo. Yeah, Buffalo. They was even talking about trying him at tight end. You know, but people laugh at Tom Brady when Tom Brady talked about the TB12 and how he ate and how he trained year round. But look at him, the greatest, arguably the greatest that ever did it. People don't laugh at Aaron Donald, but look at what he got out of the work that he put in. Aaron
Mm-hmm.
Donald works out every day. Every single day he works out. Technique, weight room, and it showed on the field. You take someone like Shannon Sharp, even back in his days when he talked about how he ate and how he took care of his body. Their body is their money maker. And as soon as most of those guys understand that this is a year-round commitment and
Mm-hmm.
you want somebody to pay you 10, 20, 30 million dollars a year and you can't make that commitment to keep your body in shape. CMC, CMAC works out, take care of his body year round, takes a pounding. You know what I'm saying? Has been relatively healthy since he's been in San Francisco. Arguably one of the best backs in the NFL right now.
C-Mac
Tony.
is the source story, is the source subject.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
a
Boy,
sore
said,
subject for
hey,
CJ too.
boy,
I,
I'm
I
with you.
ain't I
Hey,
ain't mean
I'm
to
with
go
you.
down that rabbit
Bro,
hole. I ain't mean to take y'all
shit.
there. My bad.
nah,
Mm.
My bad. My bad.
now,
He
here's
couldn't stay
another
healthy
thing to
for
think
us.
about.
Well, hey, well,
Hey,
Twan,
but
I say this all the time, Twan. I say this all the time. They ran C-Mac like he was Derrick Henry side. They ran
Yeah,
him like he
they
was gonna
did.
go in the hole, create his own space, and knock over six people and run for an extra 10, 12 yards every other play. And now he
But
out
the
there in San
thing,
Francisco just
but the thing was with us, CJ, if you remember the story, you remember the times when Christian McCaffrey kept trying to run out on the field and they kept saying, "No, man, we need you on the sideline, like to preserve you." You know, like nobody was saving Christian McCaffrey from himself, much like with Cam when Cam played with us in his last years. See, he kept right on trying to run back out there. When he got to San Francisco, they didn't let him do that. It was like, no, bro,
mm,
we got playmakers. We don't need you running every play
right,
and doing everything.
yeah.
right,
C-Mac wasn't
right.
saving himself from injuries because he kept running back out there every play and calling off the running back that they were actually trying to send out there to replace him.
But
So
see,
it
the thing
wasn't
with
all
C-Mac
on the
though,
coaches. Yeah.
the thing with C-Mac, he wants to be on the field, but that doesn't mean that he wants the ball every
All the
single play. See,
time. Yeah.
Carolina, every time he touched the field, it seemed like the ball was in his hands. Like, damn, have y'all not heard of a decoy?
Because he wanted it.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Yeah.
going back to Cam
Yeah.
Newton, on Cam Newton's show, he was talking about, he said, I had an injury,
Yeah.
but I worked on other stuff in the weight room. I let that injury heal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But there's
Mhm.
always something to work on. You can work your upper body strength. If say if you got a hamstring injury, you can work the other leg. You can work your back muscles. You let that area heal. But there's still other areas that you can stay in shape with or improve. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying about
Mhm.
the weight gain and all that. These people coming out and all that. You can't do that. And we have to allow recovery time. That's what usually what the off season is, but it's not total downtime. And ugh, that's what I'm irritated
Yeah.
about is that
Yep.
total
Yeah.
downtime. You go from
You got
100%
about
to 0. Yeah.
you got
Mhm.
about 3 or 4 weeks of that downtime, and then it's time to get back to work, even if you're on vacation. You can't just
Mo,
sit
yeah,
there and
yeah.
eat
Mo.
sausages and honey buns the whole summer.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait a minute. Wait, come on, what in the hell made you say that together?
I'm just saying,
Sausages
look.
and honey bun.
What was
You
it,
can't be
honey bun?
sitting around. I said sausages.
Oh God,
Oh
that's
Dude
a
my
hell
sitting
of a
around
God.
eating.
combination.
Dude sitting around eating
Oh
pastries and donuts all summer, bro.
man.
Like, bro, you gonna work
Lord have
Could
out there?
mercy.
just
No, I'm
Yeah,
good.
for real.
Yeah. Yeah, the CMC, I tell you what, if he would have stayed if he was still here in Carolina, we didn't have no talent around him, he would be injured. I guarantee it right
Yeah.
now. He would be sore, injured. Basically, it's the only chess piece we had, and we were beating that chess piece to death. And then
Hmm.
we talking about, man, he ran himself into the ground. Look at him, he got all injured because he didn't tell him no. But
But look,
he didn't
but
tell
look,
himself no. He didn't tell
but when,
himself no.
but in all honesty, when C-Mac left, right, we had running backs. They didn't have to run him to death. Deontay Foreman, look what Deontay Foreman and Chuba did when he left.
Oh, that's true. You're
yeah,
right.
I was
You're
about to
right.
that
say the
is true.
same
CMC,
thing for him.
CMC got greedy with us, man. He wouldn't let them other guys get off, man. He wanted to be out there the whole game. DeAndre Foreman could have helped him out. Chuba could have helped him out. I understand
Yeah.
him playing like most of the downs, but C-Mac didn't have to be out there every down. He chose to. He
When we
chose
do
to.
that,
Hey,
we don't allow when we did that with
Yeah,
CMC, we didn't allow talent to develop. We didn't allow talent to be on
exactly.
the field. It hurt us. You know what I
mhm.
mean? It absolutely hurt us.
Hey, I,
Go
I
ahead,
was going to
CJ.
say, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Just think about this. What CMC would have done when Chris, not Chris, oh God, Steve Wilkes. When Steve Wilkes took over, and we went to that power run game. Do you think CMC could have done it? They'd have kept him, and he'd have ran behind the offensive line the way that they was blocking for the rest of that season.
I
Shit,
think they
Chuba
could
did.
have because if you look at it, I don't know if the scheme was the exact, but
Hmm.
when C-Mac was at Stanford, they ran a lot of 12 and sometimes 13 personnel. You had
Hmm.
three tight ends on the field a lot of times, and you saw like inside zone,
Hmm.
straight up the middle or right off the guard play. He hit that hole, and
Oh,
when that backside guard pull, and it's like a cutoff, it's like an X, and C Mac will hit that hole and cut off that backside guard, gone, and that's my thinking. He could have done. He could have helped the running game even more if he would have been used like Twan Don was just saying,
right.
along with Deontay Foreman and Chuba Hubbard,
Hmm.
instead of just the C Mac show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
he still could have got his yard. Even if it was carries
Still, yeah,
between the three of
easy.
them,
yeah,
he still would have got his yard. Yes.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I believe, yeah,
And he
yeah.
would have been
But
fresh.
at the end of the day, even though C Mac wanted to stay on the field, it's still the coach's decision at the same time. Because if he tell him to sit his ass down for the series, that's exactly what he
Sit his
gonna do.
ass down.
But hey,
Yep.
Tony, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying though. When they told him to do that, he kept running his ass back out there.
Oh, so you say he would define
he
order
was
and just
he
run out on
was
the field?
he was overriding, and like if he like say they sent out Chuba or somebody, he would tell Chuba, "No, I got this."
Oh, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at CJ wife. She about to go shopping.
I'll
Oh
see you later,
God.
baby.
Yeah. She's about to go shopping. Oh man.
Yeah,
Nella's
hold on, we
creations.
got somebody here. Oh, hey, Doug, what's going on there, Vegas,
See,
dog?
Doug, what's happening?
Oh man. Oh, look at that. Hold on.
Oh, he's stunting.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, he's starting.
Go ahead, Doug. That's all right, man. That is
You
all
need to learn
right.
how to control that damn camera, though. Your mic
What's good,
muted,
Doug?
Doug. Your mic muted.
Muted,
Your
Doug.
mic muted.
Here you go. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's
What's
going
good,
on?
player?
What's happening, fam?
Man, when I say that sphere is huge, CJ, that sphere is
Uh-huh.
huge. Like,
I
whenever you
told you.
come, so, like, we got a rental. So, soon as you get out the airport and you hit
Mhm.
that corner, when I say
That's
that
it.
thing is huge, the
Yeah.
thing is huge. Only thing I don't like, the thing I don't like right now is they still got the Grand Prix stuff here. So, like, that
Hold
track
on. It's
and all
still
that,
there?
look, it's right here to the corner.
Oh, hold on. Let me put you back on solo. Hold on a second.
Look, you see that?
Yeah.
That
Okay.
lot, that's all the Grand Prix stuff right there.
Mm.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
I see what you're talking about.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm
But
I'm a
nah,
huge F1 fan.
hey, but I will tell y'all what, that freaking Death Star is something serious. Like, as soon as you land and you get on the turn, man, that thing is huge. And I heard what Tony said. I'm gonna try to see if we can get a tour because they're doing tours right
Mhm.
now. So I wouldn't mind touring the stadium. So
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be
Sir.
nice right
yeah,
there.
They were
yeah.
showing where they put a giant eyeball on it, and there was a person standing at the bottom,
Yes.
and the eyeball flinched down and looked at him, and out, and he looked up. Man, that is freaky, bud. That is freaky.
I would I
Man.
would love I would love to be the person that controlled that damn thing. I mean, they had the minion up there, the big smiley face, the Death
They
Star. I
got
mean, it's just all
they,
kind of
they they
crap.
got a bowling ball right now. They just had a bowling ball up there not too long ago.
Oh, okay. Gotcha,
But nah,
gotcha.
it's not high. I know the one thing I need to tell CJ and Tony behind
Mhm.
the scenes, the heat, it's not high. Like this thing, I know people be like
It's
the
dry
heat.
heat. It's
It's
Man, this
dry
dry
heat
heat.
ain't
heat.
nothing. It ain't nothing.
I said the same thing.
Yeah.
It's not like being in North Carolina or even like down in Texas. You know,
No.
it's humid as hell. You know, down there it's
Yeah,
just
it's
dry.
no humidity in the desert. Ain't
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
humidity down
So
there.
even though we walked, but I wasn't drenched in sweat by the time we got where we were going.
See, and then the other
Yeah.
thing too, Tony can allude to this. Me going to training the last 2 weeks and having all that gear on, like this ain't nothing because you in the prime of doing maneuvers and all this. This ain't really nothing, but it's still
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ready?
Still got deflection on.
All right, fellas, I had to come speak to y'all, man. Like I said, I'm gonna definitely
Appreciate
send
you, Doug.
send y'all some pictures behind the scenes. But we about to go grab something to eat and then chill till we go to the concert tonight. So,
All
Twan, I
right,
did
man.
hear you shout me out. I appreciate you, man. That's a honky
What up,
dory. I
bro?
appreciate you.
Yep.
Everybody that's watching, continue to hit that like button, share the live, enjoy the content. I can't wait to meet some of these people in person during training camp. I hate I'm gonna miss my guy Tony. But I'm gonna try to make a way where we meet each other this year. But I can't wait to see CJ finally in person when we go to training camp, man. So it's about to be a good
Yes,
summer
sir.
going into the 2024 season, man.
Appreciate you, Doug.
Already.
But that's all
Already.
I
What's
got,
all at you,
fellas.
Doug?
Yes, sir, man. Y'all take care. Y'all be safe. Yes, sir. Just hit me up behind
Will
the
All right,
scenes,
do,
man.
man.
Tony.
All right.
All
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
that's awesome. Hey, that's another question right there. With all the no room, all the
Mm-hmm.
content people get together, man. Y'all gonna be taking half the bleachers. You know what I mean? And
Hey.
I mean, it's hard to have a good conversation, get rowdy with everybody around you. That's why I would like to, Wofford, you got more room. Everybody can get together. It's like a picnic. Everybody can chill. You have your own groups. You can
Exactly.
talk a
Well,
little
that's why
bit
we
more
do
Mm-hmm.
those.
openly. You know what I mean?
We,
Then
we all
bleachers.
met at a
No,
restaurant
thank
last
you.
year.
No, thank you.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I got you. But yeah,
Yeah, I
hey,
think
that's what I
All right,
said.
well,
They
yeah.
talking about
PNP did that. Yeah,
meet and greet. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, PNP
Oh
did
yeah.
that meet and greet last year.
Mm-hmm.
It
Oh,
don't
okay.
matter who hosts it. It don't matter who hosts it. You know what I'm saying? Just get a bigger spot. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot. Hey,
Yeah.
shoot. Just go ahead and be like, hey, y'all just meet me on Mint Street. Sorry. What is that? The Graham side. Meet me in front of the Sam Mill statue. Shoot, we just do it
Exactly.
there.
I would love to
Facts.
see them do something outside. You know what I'm saying? This year, like a cookout or something.
Yeah. But I think
Well,
that's
y'all will
what
find
part of
out
that
real.
renovation
Y'all
is,
find out real
making the
soon.
area.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all will
Yeah,
find out
man.
real soon how it's all going to operate, how much room is out there. Because the
Yeah.
fans are definitely going to let us know whether they like it or not. So it definitely give us something to talk about even more when it does happen. I
Mm-hmm.
can't wait.
Yeah, and
Hey, I gotta
you guys are my
go ahead,
eyes.
Mr.
I have never been, and a lot of us fans are watching your videos, and we're getting the idea. Hey, I want to go to that. I want to be part of that. And
Mm-hmm.
Right.
so we're waiting to see what happens before we make our decisions. It's like me, I live in Tampa. It's a lot of money for me to come all the way up to Charlotte, get hotel rooms and
Mm-hmm.
everything else. You think I'm going to go for a bad experience? You know what I mean? I don't want to be shoulder to
Right.
shoulder with somebody sweating in the
Exactly.
sun. You know what I mean? I want to have a little bit of
Right.
room. I want to be able to shout and yell. I don't want to have to. When I want to get up to yell, I don't want to bump into somebody
Mm-hmm.
and have to keep saying, excuse me, I'm sorry. Or when I have to go to the bathroom, everybody has to move their knees and all the coolers and everything else. So I wanted to see it.
Yeah.
I want that total experience. I want to have fun. I want to enjoy myself. I want to enjoy the people around me. So yeah, I really appreciate
Mm-hmm.
y'all showing everything. It's a big deal to me.
Hey, and let me tell you this
Okay.
too. It's gonna be a dip. Now, mind you, it was hot down in Spartanburg. It was hot. And
Yeah.
I will shout out to my dad for them summers pouring concrete and farming and stuff. Because I can honestly say this, I being out in the heat doesn't bother me too much, but it was hot. I mean, it was hot. And I can just imagine, I
Yeah.
think it's in the 90s now up here in Charlotte, close to the 90s. Um, them metal bleachers out there and that sun hitting them bleachers and reflecting off of, and you got to sit on them hot behind things. Let me tell you, I'm gonna be there early as I can. I thought about going live. Y'all gonna see me going live at 6:30 in the morning. They be like, CJ, where in the hell are you at? What are you doing? Hey, bro, I'm already down here. I got my lawn chair. I'm in line. If they don't start till 9:30, I don't care. I don't care. I want to make sure I got my spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick on you, CJ. I'm gonna say
Already.
you come in with like a regular coffee bean, come out like a roasted coffee bean.
Hey,
That sun just
hey,
beating down on the
that's what I
stands.
hey that's what I did last year. That's what I did last year. Brought them
Yeah.
up out there,
Yeah. He
cracking
did get a
everything.
tan. He got good tan.
I used to pick tobacco and potatoes when I lived in North Carolina growing up, and
Mhm.
I was pasty Irish or white, man. By the end of the summer, I was golden brown, but man, I'd turn into a lobster. I was bright red. Everybody laugh. I mean, that's just the way it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sure is. It sure is.
Well, look,
So if
fellas,
we have a
everybody got anything before we get out of here?
so if we do
Who's
have a
your track
bad fan
car?
experience, if we do have a bad fan
Hey,
experience, we could just blame the Rock Hill City Council. How about that?
Mm.
I'm with
I'm
it.
Because
with
it
you
would have
on
been
that one,
totally
Will.
I'm
different.
with it.
I agree.
I'm
Keep
with
your
you on
word,
that.
right?
I'm
Hey,
with you
I
on
got
that.
you. I'll make a sign. We go down there and pick it around the front of the council building.
There it is.
I don't even know where training camp is this year, man.
It's at the stadium.
Twan,
Oh,
what you say? You don't know what?
Hold
I
on,
didn't even
Twan.
know
Look.
where we
Hold on.
was doing training camp at this year.
See,
I wish
it's
we was
right
on the
here.
phone right
Here's the
now. I would hang up
stadium.
on you.
There it is right there. Cause see, the thing is, where the seating in the fan zone is at, that's where they're building the indoor practice facility. So,
Okay.
like I was saying, I think this is temporary this year. I highly doubt it's going to be in the same spot next year. But like I said, that's just my thoughts. But I'm gonna go on record and say I don't believe training camp will be here again next year. But do the
Nope.
Panthers have enough time to make it? I always like to say, you got to make something shape. But do they have time to make anything shape between now and training camp next year? So,
Well, they're gonna have to, because once the indoor facility go up, which it will right after training camp
it's
and
a wrap.
probably throughout the regular season. So getting ready for next season, that
Mm-hmm.
indoor facility will be there. That's going to take away all the fan seating.
Mm-hmm.
No, they'll figure it
That's
out.
going to take away all the fan seating.
Yeah. I think they'll
Yeah.
figure
We'll
something
So
see.
out.
Just move
yeah,
training camp to Hilton Head or Myrtle Beach. I would prefer that. Then I'll have something down there in the Low Country.
Nah. Just move it to
Move it
Raleigh,
to
Durham, and we'll
coastal
take care of
Carolina. Move it to coastal Carolina. Will.
Hey,
it.
Myrtle Beach
Now
about an
you
hour
boys
from where I
talking.
grew up at.
Move it to Raleigh. Move it to Raleigh, Durham. It'll be no problems.
Yeah, that'd be kind
Hey,
of
look,
rough
don't.
down there at Paris Island, Will. Man, I don't want to see the Panthers down there at Paris Island. You might kill
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, man. Get bombed and shit.
Hey, Will. See,
Oh man,
our people, our family is from Brunswick County, so we Highway
yeah,
17. We got it on smash.
Mm.
yeah. We about an hour from Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, when
Is it
17.
hour? I don't think it's that far.
Well,
Well, from
if
Bolivia,
my
I don't think
daddy is
it's that far
driving
from
this, if my
Supply.
daddy is driving this hour.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
you know what? You gonna stay off of him. You gonna stay off my uncle though.
yeah. The three of us. Let's see. Tony, I didn't know you from Brunswick County either. I
No,
grew up,
I'm not from there. That's where my family is from. That's where my
Oh,
father's
okay.
from.
Yeah, I grew up. My
Yeah.
grandma and everybody's in Charlotte and all that. All that surrounding area,
Mm-hmm.
Bowling Springs and all that.
Oh, well
And I
then
work.
if they from Charlotte, Supply, Bolivia, that
Yeah,
area, then they definitely know our family. Our family been there a
Mm-hmm.
couple hundred
Long time.
years. So yeah, we
I do.
well established down there.
yeah,
I do
yep.
got a
And
quick
I
little.
worked at the paper mill in Regalwood and the sawmill
Regalwood.
hauling chips out of there. So
Yeah,
yeah,
Regalwood. That's
Yeah,
outside Wilmington.
buddy.
yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I
Go
got.
ahead,
Wait,
Twan. What you say?
I got a. Well, so listen. When I got to North Carolina, like the last year that I was here, I'm from me. I used to come down because like I had family in New York. I mean, in North Carolina. I think a lot of people. I think somehow, some way, I think all black people got some cousins in between North Carolina and South Carolina, man. I think it all comes back there
Yep.
somehow, man. I mean, but for
Yeah.
I
real too.
wouldn't
Not
doubt it.
even being funny. Yeah, that whole
I
little
wouldn't
East
doubt
Coast
it.
area, you know.
That's how it
Mhm.
And
is.
so
Yep.
the very first girlfriend that I ever had, and I was visiting Kinston, North Carolina at the time. You know what I'm saying, with my aunt who was here, and the very first girlfriend I ever had was from, I think it was New Brunswick County, and she was from and now that y'all are talking about this, I'm wondering if y'all know where this place is, and she was from this small town called Winnebago.
Yeah,
Oh,
Winnebago.
Winnebago.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know Winnebago is at.
Yeah.
Bro, her name was Carla. Her name was Carla Jones, bro, and
Uh-huh.
that was crazy, bro. And then the second little girl that I started talking to was from a place called Castle Hayne.
Yes,
Yeah, I
I was
know
like,
Castle.
Cass.
what?
Yep.
I was like,
My
what's up with
mom,
these places around Wilmington where I keep meeting girls from, bro?
my mom used to have a beauty salon in Castle Hayne.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep. Castle Hayne.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
buddy.
man.
Yep.
Oh
Carla
I had
man, I
them
Jones,
used
bro.
Tony
I'll never
too.
forget her name, bro.
Hey, what's
And
I
good,
used to
and she
Vietnam?
lived out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
What's
that's
going on,
awesome.
Vietnam?
Yep.
It took us a
Yeah.
minute to find her house, bro. I was like, I'm getting scared.
Hey, but you know what though, Twan? That area
Yeah.
now is totally different because Winnebago, it's like Winnebago and Leland, and there's a town called Leland, and when I say
I
they're
heard of
building
Leland.
everything.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
if you were in Leland 10, 15 years ago and you went down there now, you would not recognize it. And the road I grew up on, Midway Road, if you go to the end now, they built another route to get over on the Oak Island, which used to be called Long Beach. And now
Right.
they're building the
Mm-hmm.
overpass because the traffic is so bad. But when I say
Okay.
they're building every piece of land. I mean, like land that my dad farmed back in the day. Some of the places I'm looking like, hey, I used to do stuff over there, and now it's all housing developments and stuff. Like they're putting houses everywhere down there and business.
Yeah.
Hey, not
Yeah.
around her house because this gonna sound creepy as hell. One day I Google mapped her house.
Uh-huh.
I Google mapped her house. It was still nothing around it, bro. It's in the middle of nowhere, bro.
Yeah, Twan, that's creepy. That's
Yeah, it
creepy.
is.
Yeah.
Look, I Google mapped the crib, bro.
Yeah, that's creepy as hell.
Everybody that Google Map somebody, man.
Nah, you ain't finna lump. No, you
You
better wear
have.
this one by
Yeah,
yourself.
you have.
You better wear
I'll
this one by
wear it. Hey,
yourself.
I'll wear it.
Yeah.
Creepy Twine on
Yeah,
a Saturday.
I'm gonna put you look, Twan. I'm gonna put you up here by yourself. That's on you, dog. that's on you, Twan.
Oh God.
Creepy
Oh,
ass Twine on a Saturday.
oh God.
Oh man, I just
Yeah,
want to see
no,
how the
what's
house
good, man?
looked.
He said about creepy as it gets.
Yeah. Hey, look, I wasn't trying to Google. I Google mapped her house, not her, bro.
Yeah.
Man, I just wanted to
Same
see if the
thing.
house had changed or whatever. It was just still dusty looking, man.
Yeah.
You put the back.
Hey, Twan. Twan.
Go
Yeah.
ahead, Twan. Keep talking. Go ahead, Twan.
Twan.
Keep talking.
No, hey, look, I gave y'all, hey, look, I told y'all it was going to be creepy before I said it.
Hey, Twan.
Yeah.
You know why they call
Yeah,
private
what's up?
investigators private, right? Because they keep it
Right.
how they investigate private.
Hey, man, look, all y'all done Google Map
Oh
somebody.
God.
Oh, my
Oh
goodness.
God.
If we did,
Yeah.
we ain't admitting it.
This.
Hey, I look, I Google Map my old neighborhood in Canarsie, and it looks completely different now, bro.
Now that I will say, I will agree with.
Oh
I'll bring
God.
up Bolivia on Google Maps all the time and be looking
Yeah,
like
man,
how it was 10 years
y'all
ago
talking
and
like
now.
Hey,
yeah,
you
like
know,
I'm
yeah,
Googling
there's a
That
Hardee's.
first part you
children and
talking about
stuff.
now.
Boy, I'm
Just
weak.
Google her
That was
crib.
good. That was a good laugh.
What is it?
I'm weak.
10 years ago, there was a
Go ahead,
Hardee's in
Tony.
Bolivia. 20 years ago, there was a Hardee's in Bolivia. Now they got a McDonald's. It's growing, man. It's
Yeah.
growing.
Hey,
Oh
but
no,
listen
not
up,
Bolivia.
fellas. Hey,
That's supply.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. Hardee's is the staples in supply. Let me tell you. I know about that Hardee's
Yeah.
right there on Kings Highway. Yes, sir.
Man,
Mm-hmm.
you grab what you do is you grab your coffee and your biscuit and you make that hour drive to Bald Head Island to go to work, man. Oh my God, it takes forever to get down there now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my dad was a
Hey, but
longshoreman, 44 years.
Ballhead
no, hold on.
Island.
No, Tony. No, wait a minute, Tony. You gotta put some more respect on the name. Hey, Tony's daddy
Okay.
was the longshoreman. He was the longshoreman. That joker ran the
Yeah.
port down there. Uncle Tony was a
Yeah,
bad dude down there, bro.
he was number two. He was number two in line for a long time, dog.
Boy,
He was
hey,
number two in line for a long time. Hey, but
yes,
listen,
sir.
y'all fellas got anything y'all wanted to say before we get out of here, man? Twan, you go ahead.
Yeah, I will say, look, man, thank you guys for letting me on here, man. This was incredible. Had a lot of fun with y'all. Hopefully, I'm invited back to come chill with y'all whenever
Hey,
y'all
Yeah.
go live, man. It was fun. Also,
good luck.
during training camp, 704 Charlotte Bound Show, we'll be at let me see, I got it written down. We'll be at Rum Bar and Grill. We're gonna be doing a live show
Mm-hmm.
from there during training
Okay.
camp. So yeah,
You
man.
know,
And
What
Google Maps.
day?
we just
What day?
we just don't know the date yet, but we've already talked with them, and then we'll let people know. You know, they want to come
Okay.
out. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. You know, have a bite to eat. You know,
Okay.
but
All
we'll
right.
be doing it live in the restaurant. So
Yeah.
I'm
All right.
about to put
Yeah.
CJ out there. He might pull up. I don't know. I'm
Hey,
lying. I don't know
hey,
what he
look,
gonna
I
do.
have to look, Tony. I have to bring it up on Google Maps so I can find out the Google.
yeah, Google Map it, man.
Uh,
y'all make it seem
Oh
like I'm on the
God.
watchdog list.
hey, no, hey,
Twan.
Tony will tell you. Tony will tell you. I take any and every opportunity to crack a joke. If I feel like you lob
Exactly.
it up, I gotta dunk it. That's all.
Hey, I put it out there.
Hey,
I'm
you
helping you
could
with
Twan, you could still be dribbling. He gonna try to dunk it. You need to throw him a pass. You could be. You, hey, go ahead, Mr. Hunky Dory. Anything you want to say before we get out of here, sir?
Man, I appreciate y'all always keeping an open door for everybody in the chat to be themselves, enjoy the
Yes,
content,
sir.
bringing family together from the South and the North Carolinas, and it means a lot. We all live different lives. We live in different areas, but we all have one thing in common: keep pounding, brothers.
Already.
Sir. Yes,
Already.
sir. Hey, hold on, Miss Uncle. I just noticed your thing says not the thicker kicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of that is
My
classic.
my game
That is
name,
classic.
my game name
Yeah.
is Mr.
Hey,
Muffin Top. You know what I mean? Hey, no. You know, Twan was talking about them honey buns. I've been eating too many honey buns, but I've been trying to lose weight, but man, it is
Oh
not
my
easy.
God.
oh,
Yeah.
oh goodness.
Hey, CJ,
Oh
go
my
ahead and
goodness.
take us out, man. I'm at loss of words right now.
Hey, okay, everybody. And look, as always, we appreciate y'all joining us. All right, and if you haven't already, please on your way out, like the stream for us. Okay, subscribe to the channel. You can
Yeah.
check us out on all social media at Two Fans in the Stands, and over on what we dub as Twix. That's a mixture of Twitter and X. You can find us at Two Fans ITS. All right, and if so, you want to become a member of the channel, make sure you click that link in the description. We have one level called Fan Level, and we appreciate all our channel members so far. And we thank y'all for the support. Okay. And as always, I'd like to take
Already.
y'all out with three things. Number one, y'all be good. Number two, y'all be safe. And number three, as always, hey, you see it on the shirt, y'all. Keep pounding, man. We'll see you.
Man.